right, welcome back to Creekwood High School as the Redhawks get ready for tonight's matchup with the Lewis County Panthers. Again, Lewis County coming into the contest 1-0 after a 64-6 win against Community down in Hohenwald, and Creekwood coming off their victory against Dixon County last week 28-14. Creekwood is on the left side of the field as they continuing warm-ups and walking onto the field right now, the Lewis County Panthers. Creekwood in the light blue jerseys, almost a Charger blue jerseys with these white numerals, the red stripes down the white pants, white helmets, and all white with the black numerals for the Lewis County Panthers with the black helmets with the gold trim. So those is what you'll have tonight as we get ready for tonight's game. Some final thoughts as we continue our keys to the game, brought to you again by Stuffy's Frosty Jug. Whether you're craving a classic ice cream cone or a hearty meal, Stuffy's delivers the best in comfort food and sweet treats. All right, with about 5 minutes left to go before we get to the kickoff, again, want to thank a number of our sponsors tonight, including Greystone and Mallard Flooring, Dixon County Equipment, Freedom Motors, Grisham Towing, Dixon Electric, and United Mechanical. So I want to thank them as we get ready to start tonight's game. So any final thoughts as we get ready for kickoff tonight, Coach?
Well, I'm going to add in there, I'm going to thank the sponsors too, Tony, because I'm going to tell you, man, people don't understand what it costs to do things like this, and I appreciate those guys putting it on the line for our kids around this county. No, I'm excited. I'm ready for them to put the foot to the ball, man, and see what happens. I saw the quarterback for Lewis County down here, tall young man. Looks like he's got a pretty good arm on him. Curious to see what kind of offense they run. They were pretty much bruisers when we played them before, so I'd like to see if they're, a stack it and smack it, or if they're going to spread it and throw it. I want to see something good. So I really like that style that Creekwood played last week, so I'm looking forward to seeing what our offenses look like. Watching the captains come over, man, it's just I'm ready to go. I know we're a couple of minutes away still, but they got the Ole Miss look, everything.
They do. They're very Ole Miss-like.
Yeah,
yes.
Very. Even the Creekwood on the helmet has got the same type of font that Ole Miss has, and the light blue has become very popular. So
Dalton Groves, Austin Barton, James Osborne, and Modest Henderson are the captains along the near sideline as they get ready to step on out for the kickoff. Now the captains for the Lewis County Panthers, including Bryson McDonald, who you mentioned earlier, the quarterback, had a very efficient day against Community with 5 touchdown passes, just 176 yards passing, but very efficient in a balanced offensive attack. Also, Caden Carroll, as well as Tracy Lindsay is along the sidelines, and Drew Ray will be the captains for Lewis County as they get ready to run on the field in a beautiful tradition from left to right as we are just about get ready to start tonight's football game. So as we mentioned earlier, wanting to thank a couple of our sponsors tonight, including Mallard Flooring. If you get a first down by Creekwood, Mallard Flooring, Dixon County's home for quality carpet and floor coverings for any space. Check out their work on their Facebook page. Search Mallard Flooring.
We got some scores of interest in the state, Tony.
All right.
I like to keep up with some. Being from East Tennessee, I like to look back, but everybody likes to know what Alcoa is doing.
Sure.
Maryville, those schools like that. Alcoa dropped their first game last week. And they're tied 7-7 with Bearden High School there in Knoxville up on Bearden Hill. So looking forward to seeing some of those schools that are perennial powerhouses in the state, how they fare. Bearden's a strong program, bigger program than Alcoa, but Alcoa's always playing with the big boys. That's what makes them so strong come tournament time and ready to play for a state championship. So I look at those things. I love to look at those scores, and they get to start an hour ahead of us, so it always is. My best friend's son is the head coach at Gatlinburg Pittman.
All right.
They played a Thursday night game because they had no school today last night. They beat Cotton County, a higher classification. They beat Cotton County 42-15.
Wow.
344 yards rushing.
No.
That's somebody had to have oxygen when that game was over. Here they come, Tony. Look
All right,
at
here
that.
they come. Creekwood Redhawks coming in again from left to right as they come through the banner and through the cheerleading squads as well as the band as they head to the sidelines. Any scoreboard update is going to be brought to you today by Freedom Motors in Dixon. They offer a great selection of reliable used vehicles from many of the leading auto brands. Their sales team can answer your questions as well as provide a vehicle history report to help you buy with confidence. Go see them in person or see their great selection at Freedom Motors of Tennessee.com. All right. So, again, we're getting ready as Creekwood's on the sidelines. The captains, as I mentioned earlier, heading out to the field for the toss. So it is week number 2 here in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome again
And both teams coming in, as we mentioned earlier, 1-1 on the year. Met last year in Hohenwald for the second game of the season, in which Lewis County won, again, on a very, very hot day, 14-6. First meeting between those two teams last year since 2014. So the captains are out there getting ready for the coin toss.
Sponsored by Grantham Builders.
As we mentioned earlier.
Call's been made.
Call's been made.
Creekwood wins the toss.
Creekwood is winning the toss, as you mentioned.
And they're going to
Well,
play
they
it.
will,
Yeah, man.
they
I'm
will
sorry,
defer.
Tony.
Yeah, no
I'm
worries.
excited, man. They're
They'll
starting.
defer, yeah.
I love defense. I love defense special teams, man.
So they'll get that defense on the field first. And Lewis County is going to go from left to right, Creekwood right to left, as the teams shake hands and we are about ready to get underway. So this is a chance to see, again, Bryson McDonald, the tall quarterback.
You can tell by the way he's walking, he's a confident young man.
Sure
I mean, his
is,
gait
yeah.
is good. Does not look excitable. He was very calm in the warm-ups.
Lewis County on the right side as they go through their banner, and the cheerleaders cheering them on as they go to the far sideline.
Got one of their players wearing the protective gear on his helmet over there that's been made usable in the NFL this year, and
Yeah.
I think actually in the college and in high school ball games. So try to protect those heads as much as we can.
So again, Creekwood will be kicking off. And again, as you mentioned earlier, a absolutely gorgeous night tonight. Had the
Man.
rain earlier. Cooler temperatures have come in after a really, really hot week.
And the rain's moving out.
Yep.
You can see the sky breaking up over to the west of us, and so it's perfect weather for football tonight.
So the kicking team coming out for Creekwood.
Very rarely do you see the quarterback come out on the kickoff team.
Yeah, I was
But
going to
that's
say, I
Martin's
just saw
kicker.
Martin. Yep.
You don't
Well,
usually you don't like to see those guys out there when they don't need to be out there. So
No, not at all. They had used Brian Sanchez last week.
yeah.
And back to receive for Lewis County. Bentley Kelsey
7-26.
and Micah Godfrey. They're lined up at about the 10-yard line. Whistle is been blown, and here comes the kick by Barton. Gets a very good leg over it, end over end. It's going to land at Kelsey's hands at the 10-yard line. To the 15, cuts to the inside,
in trouble.
slips, and he's in trouble. He's right as he gets down to about the 20-yard line before he is tackled. Tried to cut to the inside to his right, slipped, and that was allowed the coverage team for Creekwood to get right in on top of him and make the tackle. So
Well, they're going to have a hindrance tonight, Tony, because something happened today. The skies opened up and some wet stuff fell,
Right.
and nobody knew what it was. But I think it's had an effect on the field probably. The top inch or so, too. I saw some ditches full of water, so I'm sure the field's a little bit wetter than they're used to practicing on lately.
yeah, especially we had a little dry week.
Yeah.
The rain finally coming at the end of the week.
It's been, I'd say, about 2 months since we've had a really good rain here in Dixon, so I was glad to see that today.
So again, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, and that's where the return will be as Bryson McDonald will lead this offense.
There's your answer, man. Spreading it out. I like it.
We got two receivers to the near side, and the man in motion is Dakota Hull as he is on the far side. Back to throw goes McDonald, rolls out to his right. Pressure's coming, and pressure is going to be eaten as he is about ready to go down. Hard to bring the big man down, but
Yeah.
they finally do get him back at around the 15, 13-yard line.
He's not a teddy bear. He's a grizzly
he's
bear.
not.
But they had that was a great pursuit defense right there. You saw about 8 hats around the quarterback, so that was nice to see.
So back to the 15-yard line. That sack brought to you by Grisham Towing. Grisham Transmission and Car Care Center is family-owned and operated. Harold Grisham has been working on cars for over 30 years. If you're a licensed and certified mechanic wanting to make top pay, Grisham needs your help on their team.
Yeah, I think it looks to me, if you just go on that one play, Creekwood's speed is maybe a little bit better than Lewis County's, but we'll see next play. I mean, 3, that wing back there, he's a big guy, right? off to the right of the quarterback and running back. So
Fletchinger lined up as a receiver. Does two receivers, another man in motion. McDonald out of the gun. Now he's looking, hands the ball off, and it goes right into a straight pile. So nothing much doing there as they hand the ball to Braylon Bean, who had over 100 yards rushing last week, and he doesn't get anything, and it is going to be 3rd down and 15.
this is where you have to be careful as if you're Lewis County, because it is the first drive of the game. The only thing that can be worse than not having a good opening series is to turn it into a horrible series by making a bad mistake.
Right.
So I don't look for anything very aggressive right here. I would love for a coach to prove me wrong because I love aggressive football, but I look for them to screen pass, hand off, something simple here.
Xavier Knight came in on the tackle again, 3rd and 15, and a whistle just before the snap.
Man, if they'd left 3 at wingback, 2 was in the slot wide open.
Yep.
And they might could have hit a little slant right there.
So just a timeout, and we'll keep it right here. So again, Creekwood wins the toss, and using that defense, they get the sack on the first play of the game and then stop a run, setting up this 3rd and long.
Yeah, and Lewis County's coach was a little animated. I think they were having trouble lining up right there on that play. And that's the beginning of the season, first of the game. I would waste a timeout. As a matter of fact, I did last night. But you got to do that sometimes to make sure that you don't turn it into something really negative for your ball team.
So a chance for the Creekwood defense to do exactly what the strategy implied, which is just get out on the field first, be aggressive, get that first stop.
Yeah, so far that looks to be the strategy that's going to work for them.
So again, 3rd and 15 with the ball on the 15, just underway here in the first quarter. As I mentioned earlier, a very balanced offense last week, but like you said, they were spreading out some wide receivers.
They were.
They had a number of wide receivers catching footballs last week in a very easy win against Community. Now they go trips to the near side as McDonald goes out of the gun again with Bean right behind him on 3rd and 15 as they start to spread this out. With the lone receiver at top. McDonald back to throw. Looking. No
He's
protection,
sacked.
and he's sacked again.
From the backside,
and
the left
that
tackle
is coming
was,
in to make the tackle. That was Ethan Heath.
He beat the left tackle like a drum right there.
That
Came
is-
around untouched.
That is another sack sponsored by Grisham Towing. Grisham's Transmission and Car Care Center, family owned and operated. Harold Grisham has been working on cars for over 30 years, and that is 2 sacks on that defensive series, and they will punt.
And Tony, he came from the backside. You're lucky you held on to the football right there.
Bean, the running back, is the punter. High snap from the end zone. Gets a foot on it low, and this is going to roll. Elliott is going to watch it roll past the 50-yard line, down to the 45, down to the 41, where it's going to stop, and that's where the Creekwood offense is going to take over. So a good end-over-end low kick by Bean.
Yeah, great result for them from where they were, backed up to the 10.
And this will be the first time we see the Creekwood offense as they make the trek out onto the field. Like we said last week, Austin Barton, the quarterback, 2 rushing touchdowns in their win against Dixon County. And Jalen Elliott really emerged as a strong weapon once again, leaving where he left off last year. DeMontis Henderson is the wide receiver, split to the wide side. He's got Keon Robertson and Brendan Adams, the receivers, to the near side. And also in the slot is Elliott on that far side. Fake the handoff to Knight, throws high, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was Elliott. And it'll be 2nd down.
That is one little negative on Elliott. He's a little shorter than the other guys. And so those slants, man, they're dangerous when you throw them across the middle to a shorter guy. You got to hit them before they break behind the backer box.
2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line on the incompletion by Barton. Bentley Kelsey was the man who was in coverage, but again, that was just a high throw. Knight is alongside on the left side of Barton, but he goes back to throw and then fakes it and then starts to run. Gets to the 45, on his feet to the 50. In Lewis County territory, 40-yard line, 35-yard line, down at the 33. Goes Austin Barton in a big, healthy run from the quarterback.
You ever watch the rodeos, Tony? He bulldogged him right there. He had him by the arm and just pulled him to the ground. And so I knew the flag was coming in, but it's still going to make it a 2nd and short if they go from the point of the penalty.
So, yeah, a number of flags coming out, but a designed run and a holding call on Creekwood.
Beautiful play.
Yep.
Beautiful play design. And as often, that hold was not even necessary because even if that guy would have made the tackle, it's a 20-yard gain.
So they're going to spot this at the 49-yard line of Creekwood.
Yeah.
So they'll give them the gain of 8. And it'll be 2nd and 2. Elliott, Henderson. Receivers to the far side. Robertson and Adams. Receivers to the near side, and Knight alongside on the right-hand side. And Knight's going to get the ball, running off to the left, past the 50, diving for a first down and more to the 45-yard line, near the 43, before he is brought down. So that is a Creekwood first down, and that is brought to you by Mallard Flooring, Dixon County's home for quality carpet and floor coverings for any space. Check out their work on their Facebook page. Search Mallard Flooring.
Good tough run by Xavier right there. That little dance before he cut up field, he needs to get rid of that dance. His dancing moves are not that good. But the tough run, though, he's a big, strong young man, and he'll hit you. So
Knight with the first down run. It's at the 43-yard line of Lewis County. And is the first down of the game. Barton. Knight alongside to the left is going to be trying to run it. Now he does and tries to get close to the 40-yard line, just a small amount of yards. But again, that designed by the quarterback who's running all the way and just gets a handful, maybe 4 if they spot it at the 39-yard line.
I'm always interested to see. I didn't see it last week, but Xavier has thrown the ball for him some too and did some last year. So I'd be curious to see if they have a halfback pass in their arsenal when he pitches that ball out there like that.
8:16 and counting here in the first quarter. First possession for the Red Hawks.
That's a dangerous thing for Lewis County, having DeMattis over there by himself, man. He's a leaper, and he's got great hands.
Yeah, getting alone at the top, but trips down to the bottom. Man in motion is Elliott. Here is the snap, and the handoff is to Elliott as he sweeps right, slips, gets back on his feet, but he has nowhere to go. In fact, is dragged back for a loss of yards.
I didn't see very much momentum on the motion, and didn't look like he picked up much speed as he got the ball.
They're going to keep it at the original line of scrimmage and bring you up 3rd down.
Seemed pretty much what we saw against Dixon County last week, though, Tony. Same type of play calling, same type of offense. So they're moving the ball. That's the big thing you want.
So, again, big 3rd down here for Creekwood to try to keep this alive, but they are in Lewis County territory. 2 receivers to the near side. Again, Elliott is the man in motion. Barton back to throw, looking, rushes on, now throws. Caught by Elliott at the 39-yard line, down to the 38, maybe 37, before he is brought down.
Kind of a middle screen there. Comes across in motion and cuts back across the backer box.
Nathan Kamal with the tackle for Lewis County. It's going to bring up 4th and short.
Yeah. I don't see a punt in their future.
Not
here.
at all. Not at this position.
You're playing at home, man.
So 4th and 4 as the ball is on the 37-yard line. Barton runs up center to take the snap. Nope, trying to get them to draw off sides, it looks like. Now he goes back into the gun. 2 receivers near side, 1 up top. Knight in the backfield. On 4th and 4, no one on Lewis County is budging. And now they got a flag coming. And they're going to say it's going to be on Creekwood, and I think they're right.
Brendan Allen.
Yep.
Adams, sorry. On my radio show, I think I called him Allen last week. Brendan I know very well. So
this changes things a little bit here.
Yeah, it does. I think we're about to see a punt.
Yep.
Pin them deep, man. You did a good
Groves
job down
checks
there.
into the game.
Well.
But maybe not.
Maybe
because they are going to – looks like they are going for it on 4th and 9 now. Nope. Now it looks like they are going to be punting it. And it is going to be Barton who's going to kick it away. High punt. This thing is going to land
be beautiful
if they can get to it, and they are. This is going to be inside.
It's just dying.
The 10-yard line to about maybe the 6. What a beautiful punt by Austin Barton. This is a little Danny White-ish, the quarterback, to be quarterback and kicker on this team today.
I was already expecting a quick kick just from shotgun, but when he backed up, You know, if he can put it off a tee, you can usually kick it off. Most athletes are athletic at everything, so they may not be your best kicker, but they can be your kicker.
So this will be at the 6-yard line, and this will bring back the Lewis County Panthers on offense in a scoreless game so far. Very early, 6:30 here in the first.
Let's see what the defense has in store this time.
And again, Bryson McDonald. Braylon Bean is the running back. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And McDonald's going to get the handoff to Bean. He heads over to the right. He's got a break down to the 20, 25. Slides close to the 30-yard line before he is brought down. And coming in to make that tackle was Ethan Black.
I didn't see what they did, if they pulled somebody or not, but they sealed that left end very, very well because once he got to the end, he was gone.
Yeah.
Nobody near him. So,
That is a huge gain of 22 yards.
well, it looks like Creekwood was playing a man defense there, and, man, you run with your guy, and so you turn your back to the backfield.
Aiden Wise is the receiver down to the far side, 2. Down to the near side as McDonald goes out of the gun again. This time he does give it to Bean, and Bean tries to cut to the inside left, and he gets right past the 30-yard line to about the 32. So about a pickup of 4, depending on the spot.
Bean with the run.
So, Lewis County with that good punt and a good stand there at the end. Of course, benefited by a couple of penalties from Creekwood, but it's paid off for them because now they're out of their own end zone's shadow.
So spotting at the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7, so just a 3-yard pickup for Bean on that run. And McDonald with the handoff.
Different running back.
And different running back, and that is Micah Godfrey, who's got the carry, and he takes it past the 35-yard line.
Nice little shot up into that hole there. Guard pulled over, sealed the hole, and he shot right up in it behind him.
So it takes it to the 37-yard line.
About a half a yard for a first
Yeah,
down,
I was going to
Tony.
say, and get very close to it. It's 4th and maybe you're right, probably a half a yard is right.
This tells you the confidence of a coach and his team when you stay in shotgun with half a yard for a first down.
Godfrey is going to get it, but his
And put it
fumble
on
is
the
on the
ground.
floor. People run for it. McDonald tries to dive on it, and it's loose again, but McDonald was able to get it as that handoff to Godfrey did not work from the initial handoff. I mean, it was right on the ground as soon as it hit Godfrey's chest.
Heads up play by the Lewis County player here.
Yeah.
Because Creekwood had somebody about to scoop that and go, and he had him by the jersey and pulled him down to the ground. Like he saved their life right there.
Sure did. Allowed McDonald to get the reception and send the punting unit out. Or Creekwood, you're right, would have had its second defensive touchdown of the season.
And
McDonald low punt. This is going to be possibly fielded by Elliott, who does field it to the 40, but he's got a bunch of bodies around him. Doesn't get much to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, you can hear the fans after that guy pulled him down. Like the fans were, where's the flag?
Right.
But, hey, he might have thought he had the ball, man, tackling him.
4:09 left to go here in the first. Creekwood's second offensive possession of the game.
Oh, good action so far
Some
already.
good stuff from Creekwood in that first offensive drive. Got stalled a bit, but let's see what they can do here on drive number 2.
I'd say we're going to see just a tad of an adjustment here. Well, we've changed our coverage on DeModest. Going with a smaller guy.
Yeah,
I
they
would say a
are.
little quicker.
Bentley Kelsey is the coverage for DeMontis Henderson on that 5 side going up. Man in motion is Robertson. Fakes the handoff tonight. Barton's going to take it right side. Tries to get to the corner. Can't. Falls just shy of the 45-yard line. Now bring up 2nd down. Pickup of 3. Well, they do let Barton run a lot.
They do. 100 yards rushing is pretty
Yeah.
good in a rivalry game. And, I mean, I have a feeling that's the reason he is the quarterback. His legs, his throwing is not bad, but his legs are better than his arms. So I like quarterback can do both things.
Again, trips to the near side. Short pass. Keon Robertson catches it at the 39-yard line, and that's where he's going to be tackled. And great coverage
Ooh, man.
on that play by Nathaniel Kamal.
All the way back to 39.
All the way had it on the short pass to Robertson. And that back him up to the 39-yard line. So this is behind the original line of scrimmage by 2 yards.
Yeah.
3rd and 12.
Now, you had trips over here, and you ran a guy over here behind him and caught him. And I don't know, all the defense is over here already.
Knight is going to be to the right-hand side of Barton out of the shotgun on 3rd and 12. Barton again back to throw. Coverage looking downfield and fires it. It's into traffic and it is picked off. Picked off by Lewis County, and they get it to the 48-yard line.
That's your running back.
And that is the running back, Braylon Bean, on defense making the interception. It's the first turnover of the game.
Great read. Barton never took his eyes off his receiver. Bean read it and stepped right in there and made a great catch up over his head.
So an interception by Barton as Bean makes the catch, and it sets up Lewis County at their own 48-yard line. as they bring out the offense for the third time in this quarter with 2:46 to go here in the first. So far, Creekwood in the first two defensive appearances have forced a punt by Lewis County.
And that big left tackle over yonder, buddy.
McDonald handing off to Godfrey. No fumble this time as he crosses through the 50-yard line down to the 45-yard line of Creekwood. That's a good little pickup of about 7.
Yeah, nice run. Nice hard run, too. He met resistance about 3 yards in and kept his legs moving, man, feet moving. You got to keep digging.
2nd and 3 for the Panthers. First time they have been in Creekwood territory in this game. And they send 3 receivers to the far side. Aiden Wise is the receiver to the near side. And Godfrey remaining in at running back to the left of McDonald. And he gets the carry again. Burst of speed past the 45-yard line. Almost had even more, but he does get what appears to be a first down, but this could be close.
I think he's going to be short.
I think
That
so
knee
too.
went down a little quick on him, and this official really was right on top of that. It's a pretty good spot right there.
He was very, very quick. You're right.
I'll tell you, Tony, but I'm impressed with the quarterback, man. He is just calm. He is just patient, calm, and they're going to run that ball up in here, left, right, and they're going to look back in the meet, and he's going to throw the ball over their head. So they better be careful with this.
140 and counting here in the first. And again, Lewis County in Creekwood territory for the first time. They got 2 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom. Godfrey remains right behind McDonald, and he gets the carry again. Sweeps left, got some room. First down and more as Godfrey gets past the 35-yard line down to about the 32.
The running game's right now having its way with the front line of Creekwood, and they even slid the slot back, or I guess a nickel back linebacker, slid him in off this guy in the slot. Elliott slid over the top, so they had like 6 or 7 guys on the line right there, and they ran outside, moved everybody inside. Lewis County saw it. They give the ball off outside.
Boy, this offense, I mean, to have the fumble, and now Godfrey has really got a nice rhythm going now.
Yeah, especially when you think about where they started the ball game back
Right.
there and ended up on their own 10-yard line. So
McDonald to throw again. This time back to throw, looking downfield, got time, throws it deep.
There it
He's got
is.
a man, and it is incomplete over the head of Aiden Wise down the far left side. But you're right, he has got an arm, just a flick of the
man,
ball.
that was the easiest long throw I've seen in a while, man. He just eased that ball 40 yards downfield without even putting much effort into it.
Yep.
So
Just a flick of his wrist, and it was over the head of Aiden Wise, about 40 yards, you're right, downfield.
I would not let him behind me again because that's his first throw. I don't think he'll miss the second one.
Yeah, and you're right, Coach. They have been setting that up all offensive the last couple of series.
Well, and after that big first down, that's when you want to take a shot like that. You want any coach, they want to get some momentum for their team right away, especially when you're playing on the road.
Godfrey on the right-hand side. He's going to get the carry, sweeps to the left, stays on his feet,
going.
and he's going down that sideline, down to the 30-yard line, and picks up yet another Lewis County first down.
All the way down to the 20,
Yeah.
Tony. Man, I'm telling you, they're really blocking that left side. They got a huge left tackle over there. Kind of reminds me, I'm watching The Blind Side with Michael Orr, but he's a good guy, man. He's a good-looking tackle over there.
So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line is another good pickup by Micah Godfrey, who has got all the carries so far on this drive for Lewis County after checking into the game in the last series. But back is Braylon Breen as they give Godfrey a break. Bean came up with that interception. He lines up to the right side of McDonald, and he's going to get the carry, but nowhere to go as he hits that line and is immediately brought down.
The line and the running back were on different page right there because the line, the guard and tackle, looked like they were blocking for a sweep outside, and it opened up a gap in the middle, and the running back ran right into the gap where 2 Creekwood defenders just met him head on.
Nathan Lott down on the field as he gets up after making the tackle, and that is the end of the first quarter. No score, but Lewis County deep into Creekwood territory. And we have seen, again, Lewis County running the football with Braylon Bean and Micah Godfrey. And we will come right back and get you the second quarter
That there is a spirit tent on the track near the scoreboard.
right here on the RFC Sports Network.
We also want to remember our sponsors. First Bank, our banking local. Banking local gets you more personal service, more answers, and more flexibility. Come see the folks at First Bank. 345, Highway 46 South in Dixon. Bank local, get more.
All right, welcome back to Creekwood High School. No score as we start the second quarter. And Lewis County, on the runs of Micah Godfrey, have gotten themselves down to the Creekwood 20-yard line. And it is 2nd and 11 on the 1-yard stop on the Braylon Breen run. McDonald on the run, looks, throws, and it is going to be caught near the first down marker.
Nice throw.
And good throw on the run, and that is caught by Bentley Kelsey on that far side and close to a first down.
McDonald pass complete. Kelsey. Jaden Elliott.
They didn't give it to him, so they give him 1 yard. So it's 3rd and 1 now. So a pickup of 10 on the completion to Kelsey. And this is the best, again, a very short amount of series. This is the best as it looked. Now they've got throwing, they've been running the ball, finding the holes.
And when you can do both, man, it spreads the defense a little bit thinner. He's under center for the first time.
He's under center. They got a bunch of bunching it up and the big handoff. And it's going to Drew Ray. Does Ray get that first down? Yes, he does. As he crosses the line and picks up that first down. And now it is going to be 1st and goal for Lewis County.
Maryville High School, a 10-point lead over Knox Central, man.
Again, your scoreboard updates brought to you by Freedom Motors of Dixon. They offer a great selection of reliable used vehicles from many of the leading auto brands. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And again, they really bunch it up. They've got Ray in the backfield, Godfrey in the backfield. And the handoff is to Godfrey as he tries to sweep. Almost brought down, but he powers his way further downfield.
I think he's down about the line of scrimmage.
Landon Agosto came in to make the stop.
Strong run right there because he was hit in the backfield.
He really was. He was going to lose some yardage on that one.
You know, I'm scanning the scoreboard, Tony. I'm looking for Dixon County score, you know. So
they're playing Columbia Central
playing
today?
Columbia Central tonight on the road, yeah.
And it's down near my neck of the woods. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. So a pickup of 3 on the extra set of legs by Micah Godfrey. McDonald, and they got the motion. So they got the penalty. And they're going to back up the Lewis County Panthers here. So they're going to back them up on the false start. Man, on the offensive line.
You don't want that when you're in scoring.
No, you don't. So they back him up 5 yards. Now it is going to be 2nd and goal from the 11. So now Godfrey is lined up to the left side of McDonald out of the shotgun. Wise to the far side as a receiver. Ray to the far side near side. And McDonald is looking to the sideline.
Yeah, I think they're about to come after him, man.
Yeah. And he's getting more signals from the sideline. Again, 2nd and 13, actually. McDonald, quick throw, fires it, is knocked down by the front line of Creekwood. And he was looking for Bentley Kelsey, who was open, but not open enough to get a score, but open enough to get a little further downfield. But
that wasn't hard. You're going to have trouble fooling them after you've backed yourself up, 2nd and goal and long to go like that. And they know you're not getting that ball in the middle of the gut.
So for Lewis County, this is getting very sloppy down at this part of the field. After setting themselves up 1st and 10 at the 20, it has been false start, run, penalty, loss a yard. And now this brings up 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line. Godfrey's alongside the right in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Godfrey. He's going to follow some blockers, gets to the outside, stays on his feet, dances his way into the end zone. And no signal yet. Did he step out? He must have gone out of bounds because he got into the end zone, but there was no signal, so it must have been pulled to just touch the outside line, and they did. And I think they got this lined up
about the 5.
About the 5, right. So now it's 4th and goal from the 5. Now this is interesting. Do you just put points on the board here, or do you set yourself up for the touchdown possible?
I just have a feeling we're about to see a rollout.
Yeah.
run-throw option by this quarterback. He looked good the last time.
So decision time now for the Panthers with 4th and goal from the 5. And this would be, if they go for it and Creekwood gets a stop, a big stop.
Well, they're going to talk about it
And they're
now.
going to take a quick timeout. Timeouts here, they're brought to you. We got a number of them. Whether the Dixon County equipment for your New Holland dealer, whether for lawn or in garden or construction, Dixon County Equipment has you covered. Go see their excellent service team or give them a call at 615-446-8114. That's 615-446-8114. Dixon County Equipment, your New Holland dealer. So timeout on the field, no score, 9:39 here to go in the second. And again, a beautiful night here in Charlotte.
Going to see if Creekwood's defense can hold them out of the end zones right here,
So
Tony.
this is what happened last week. Dixon County down near their goal line.
Yeah.
Big 4th down, couldn't get it done. Big stop. Big
I have
momentum
trouble
switch.
believing they're going to kick. I believe they're going to try to score. You're on the road. Field goals don't win me ball games
No.
on the road unless they're at the end of the game.
You're right.
And one thing that Creekwood did give up a penalty for Dixon last week on that initial drive and gave them another opportunity inside. So I wouldn't even be surprised if we see a 2 count or a 3 count here. Try to get them to jump, get a little closer.
So McDonald out of the gun with Micah Godfrey, who's been the catalyst on this series.
Oh, he's getting the ball this way.
And
A reverse.
Reverse, and it is in for
Look
the
at that.
touchdown. And scoring is Drew Ray on the reverse. And Lewis County is on the board.
Man, that's a tight, dangerous handoff, but they did a good job with that.
So a touchdown for Lewis County, and it completes the drive that was set up by the interception by Braylon Bean.
Man, great play call. Great play call.
And a big 4th down. That was a gutsy call, but you're right, Coach. You got to do that stuff on the
Well,
road.
they sold out on the running back because he's gapped them quite a bit, and so they sold out coming to him. So give the ball back underneath on a counter play, a counter reverse. That was nice.
Henry Sharp is the kicker to get the extra point. And just before the snap, some flags. False start against Lewis County, so I'll make the kick a little bit more long.
That's all right. Just makes Henry's stats better.
Right. So 9:32 here in the second quarter. First score of the game. It's a 4-yard run by Drew Ray to get them on the board. And the snap high but planted, and
Ooh.
Sharp's kick.
Ugly but good.
Ugly but good. No good. No good. It's
Was it
over
left?
Yeah, I think it was left. You're right. Yeah. From our angle, it looked all right.
I thought he just shoved
Yeah.
it through.
But it was a high snap, so the rhythm a little off, and then he did
I
get
thought
a
he
low
was more in
kick.
danger hitting the crossbar there, Tony.
Yes. So 6-0 is our score on the touchdown.
Now, see, those points play important roles in ball games. So you've not played your best offensive game. Your defense has been pretty stout. They got a trick play on you there. But now you have an opportunity to go down and go to the halftime 7-6. I think you drive 9 minutes and do it. That's what you got to do.
9:32 here in the second.
I look
And
to see us throw the ball a little bit more this drive.
This kickoff brought to you by Dixon Electric. Dixon Electric is lighting up the night with this kickoff. So again, Lewis County gets the turnover, and they make it work for them, getting the touchdown on the big 4th down conversion of 4th and 4 on the run by Drew Ray.
Look who their kicker is. Man, we got the athletes are doing the kicking
Absolutely,
tonight, baby.
yeah.
You're running
And this
back.
is Anthony Garcia, who is going to kick this one away. Actually,
So 36, that's your
Yeah.
running back.
no, I was going to say that is,
Oh, chipped it.
yeah, short kick.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. So, yep.
Now,
So it didn't quite work as planned, but taking a shot anyway.
Tony, I'm going to tell you, man, I have to question that strategy by the Lewis County coach because you just gave them 30 yards.
You not only gave them 30 yards, but it's not an offense that's had some trouble tonight. Some few miscues, but
Yeah.
they have been able to move a little bit.
Yeah, they've been pretty similar as far as their offensive execution. Lewis County's just able to overcome theirs right there and drive it on in the score. I expect to see the same thing for Creekwood. I think they'll take it down the field. I think they'll figure out the little nuances they need to overcome their little setbacks, and I expect to see them score.
So they will be spotting this ball at the 49-yard line of Creekwood. So very, very good field position to answer the touchdown.
I really don't understand. I mean, I understand not wanting to kick it to their speedsters in the back, but
Austin Barton with Knight alongside to the left, out of the shotgun at 1st and 10. Gives it, fakes it to Knight, takes it himself. Can't get back to the original line of scrimmage as he is stopped by a wall of Panthers, including Caden Carroll as well as Samuel Moore.
that would have been a better give right there because they were looking for Barton.
So Knight's getting the signal from the sideline as he goes back into the huddle. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line, so no gain on that play, no loss either. But you're right, red all the way.
Yeah, you got to know they know he rushed for over 100 yards last week. He threw, so they got to be keying on 2. Xavier didn't have the greatest game running the ball last week. If I'm going to let one of them hurt me, it's going to be 7. It's not going to be 2. Something's
And
wrong
just before
right there.
just before they fake hand the ball tonight, it is going to be false start on Creekwood, so they're going to back them up even more. So this is where it's getting a couple of penalties have gone.
I think you had
against
2
Creekwood
backs
the last
in
2
motion
series.
right there. I think
Yeah.
Knight moved a little bit while he was in motion. So
8:49 left to go just before halftime.
I'm not sure the offensive line know the ball was snapped either.
Back 5 yards to the 44-yard line on 2nd and 15.
That just helps the stat line.
Barton out of the gun. Elliott is the man in motion. Fakes. Now he's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw. High throw. The contended receiver was Keon Robertson.
Man, he picked the wrong guy right there. DeMontis Henderson was coming same side of the field. He had 2 on him, and he was open. If he would have seen him downfield, he was wide open for a touchdown.
All right, 3rd down now. 3rd and 15. And again, set up by the kickoff out of bounds, but Creekwood's not making that, not cashing in any currency on this.
I'm not a big fan of predetermined throws, man. But most quarterbacks read outside in, so your first read's here, second read's inside, especially if you're right-handed.
So just before they set, another whistle. Ball at the 44-yard line, 3rd and 15. Officials converging.
I think they're deciding what they're going to drink at halftime.
Right.
What kind they're going to have, a hot dog.
Hot dog, maybe a little Powerade,
Yeah.
bag of chips,
Going
maybe.
to visit the concession stands here at Creekwood High School. They have
Always good.
delectable food.
I have done so almost every time I come here. This official's talking over to the Creekwood sideline.
He's talking to his coaches on the headset.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
7:55 is on the clock.
You know, I was at a ball game one time at Greenbrier High School. My best friend's son was the head coach of Sycamore then. And they stopped the game, and Kirk Williams walked out in the middle of the field and talked to Tyler, and he said they were hearing everything that Sycamore was saying on the radio. And after the game, Tyler said, man, you got a good class of people up here. He said, Coach Williams said they could hear what we said, so we turned all the headsets off.
Oh.
He said, you know where we're from back in East Tennessee in the mountains. Nobody would have said a word. They would have taken advantage of that benefit, and they would have played
doubt.
ball.
All right, whistle blows. We get ready back to go. 3rd and 15, 44-yard line. Big 3rd down for Creekwood to try to convert, try to answer the touchdown by Lewis County, and back to throw.
Nice.
Fires, and it is caught.
Nice.
And it is going to be a Creekwood 1st down. It's Keon Robertson catches it over the middle down to the 38-yard line.
Great play design. He snuck in behind the end. He was the middle guy in the trips, and he snuck in behind the inside guy and just went right up the seam.
So a 1st down by Creekwood, brought to you again by Mallard Flooring, Dixon County's home for quality carpet and floor coverings for any space. Check out their work on their Facebook page. Search Mallard Flooring. Big 1st down for Creekwood on that 3rd and 15 on a big completion to Keon Robertson. Now they go back at it again. Barton out of the shotgun. Knights alongside to the left, trips to the far side. The DeMonis Henderson, the receiver to the near side. Ball at the 38-yard line. Again, trying to answer the touchdown by Lewis County. The throw. Adams, had it in his hand and dropped it. Dropped it at the line of scrimmage.
Little tunnel screen right there.
And coming in on the coverage was Bentley Kelsey. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I just bring bugs in. I'm happy.
So 2nd and 10, 7:30 to go. Again, 2 receivers to the near side, then 2 go back up top. Barton again out of the shotgun. Looking to run and does so right up the middle, but he's going to be tackled.
Breaks.
He breaks out of that to the 30, and inside the 30-yard line goes Austin Barton on the run. So near the first down marker, had a good pickup of about 9.
Yeah, defender left his feet, dove, and Barton just shook him off and kept going. I thought he was going down there, but he shook him off and kept going.
7:08 and counting, and again keeping that drive moving forward for Creekwood. 6-0 Lewis County.
So this
Pickup of 9, it's 3rd and 1.
drive similar to Lewis County's drive.
Yep. Landon Agosto is the back that is next to Barton on the right side out of the gun. And Agosto is going to get the carry, bounces around a little bit, tries to dive and gets that first down.
Well, Lewis County lined up every gap on that.
So Agosto getting some work. He gets the first down run. And again, first downs brought to you by Mallard Flooring, Dixon County's home for quality carpet and flooring. For any space, check out their work on their Facebook page. Search Mallard Flooring. It's another Creekwood first down. 6:27 and counting here just before halftime here at Creekwood. Agosto remaining in the game. And Adams will switch sides and come to be the near side receivers, 3 receivers up to the top. Barton gets the high snap and starts to run off to the left, chasing down the sideline and can't quite get back.
That's either
to
a
the line of
hold
scrimmage.
or an illegal chop block.
Yeah.
I can't tell. Hold, yeah.
So this is going to back him up a little bit with 6:02 to go.
They just did that because they were going to score sooner than I said they would. You really don't like to see miscues when you're getting that far downfield, Tony, because it does hurt you, but I still believe they can overcome it.
It is something I remember last year. It sort of plagued them a bit. They would have a good drive. They'd get down to the red zone. They'd back them up a bit, miscommunication here or there. But then towards the end of the season, they were able to shore it up again. But you're right. This is where you want to start being a little bit more cleaner and getting a little bit more efficiency on drives like this. Knight is back into the game onto the right-hand side of Barton out of the shotgun. 3 receivers now to the near side with Henderson back up top. With just under 6 minutes to go, just before the break. Barton now with pressure coming, but steps into the pocket. Now he's going to run, and he's not going to go much far because he's going to get break a little bit down to the 35-yard line. So maybe just a pickup of a couple of yards.
You know, he's not a huge kid, but he's hard to tackle also.
And again, looking, and then decided to get moving with his feet and gets down about the 34, 33.
It's about where I would call it.
5:30 and counting just before halftime. Knight off to the left in the backfield. Brendan Adams is the receiver to the far side. 3 receivers to the near side. Robertson is in the slot on 2nd and 17 at the 34. Barton back to throw. Pressure's coming. He's got to move, and he does so to the right side. Rolling, throws. Caught by DeMonis Henderson to the 25. Staying on his feet.
Score, baby.
DeMonis Henderson finds that far corner, and he is going to trance into the end zone for a Creekwood touchdown. Flag is on the field.
Man, somebody dropped some laundry.
It would be a 35-4-yard touchdown, Lewis County pointing in the direction of Creekwood, but I would expect them to, as the referees talk on the field.
Scares me about ineligible man downfield. He scrambled around for a while.
I think you might be right, Coach. I think that is going to be the call.
I didn't know if we had a bad block after the catch, but, ineligible man downfield.
So it's going to negate the 34-yard touchdown.
Man, when
catch
a quarterback
and run by DeMonis Henderson.
Yeah, quarterback scramble, that's dangerous sometimes, but
What is the player mindset? Is it just somebody going,
Well,
he's going to run, so I better start looking
They know
for
their
somebody?
quarterbacks are running quarterback,
Right.
and so they're going to release a little bit quicker than a lot of guys. Like Lewis County, their guy's a drop back guy, he's a rollout guy, but he's not running the ball if he doesn't have to. But Creekwood knows their guy's an escape artist,
Yep.
so they got to do what they can do to help him escape.
So they see the pressure coming, and then
They
they
do.
just start looking for somebody to
Yeah,
block.
you do. I mean, and that's an effort mistake right there. That's more of an effort mistake than a bad play. So
It's going to break it back to the 38-yard line, and now it's 2nd and 17. Barton again back to throw. Again, more pressure coming, but he steps in and throws it downfield. He's got a man. Brendan Adams just overthrows him.
man,
Just a hair as Adams had his man beat, and his man was number 17, Dakota Hull.
it was there too. A little more air.
Yep.
A little more air, baby. That's all it would have taken. That was a nice throw.
And he had found his man. And Adams broke that and really could have walked that in.
Yeah, I believe he'd thrown a little more inside also because I think Brendan had to back over his outside shoulder. So if he'd thrown a little more inside, he might still could have gotten to it. It was a nice throw, though, for his first long throw like that.
4 minutes and 54 seconds, and it brings up yet another third down for Creekwood, this time 3rd and 20 from the 38-yard line.
Look, they're going to double. They've got a guy inside Brendan.
Back to throw goes Barton. Barton steps in, throws it high in the air again. He's got a man. It's Elliott, and it is incomplete. Double coverage on the play, and Elliott still got a hand on it.
Got to extend those hands up, man. High point the ball. Teach all those receivers to high point the ball. Roughing the passer, I think.
Oh, they're going to be a flag back where Austin Barton was, and you might be right. With the attention downfield, it might be a roughing the passer penalty here on 3rd down.
The guy was on him as he was throwing. He had hold of him, but I think the way he went down is what brought the flag out.
That's roughing the pass.
That's a first down there, 15
automatic
yards.
first down, so take the first down where you can get it.
Or is it not? Yeah, it is. They are giving it to him.
And they're going to march that down. So, again, another Mallard Flooring first down here as Creekwood gets the fresh set of downs down to the 26-yard line. Trailing 6-0. They break out of the huddle. Knight is alongside on the right side of Barton. Adams, the receiver, up top. Barton's going to take it. Runs straight up the middle. Down close to the 20, inside the 20-yard line. Boy,
He's what we call back home a tough little booger,
He-
man. I'm telling you. You're going to learn a lot of old East Tennessee Mountain euphemisms.
I'm looking
Tony.
forward to that because if you can come up with a good description, because he has no problem taking it right to the gut of that defensive line.
I used to play football when they called it toting the mail and things. I love it, man. There's nothing like this sport, and it really is. And that guy, like they should have tackled him when he hit in the pile, but he took them 4 yards and 5 yards with him.
Knight again alongside of the backfield. They got 2 receivers up top, 2 down at the bottom, 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line. Gives it to Knight.
Oh, he's
tries to
breaking
swing
out.
to the left, and
He's
Knight's
gone.
got a side down the sideline near the goal
gone.
line. Knight is going to cross the end zone for a Creekwood touchdown. It is a 20-yard run for Xavier Knight. The sweep to the left works, and Knight gets the hole and comes himself free.
Great run right there. Blocked well at the point of attack, and then he just did a little weaving in and out and juked the last defender there.
So Xavier Knight gets his first touchdown of the season at 3:52, and a chance for Creekwood to take the lead. And they are going to send Brian Sanchez out there to kick the extra point.
Elliott's the holder. Somebody small and fast holding the football, man. You got to be careful.
And the kick is up, end over end, and it is good.
Well,
So 3:52 left to go.
So they didn't use 3 minutes. I thought they would, Tony.
Yep.
Outside of that, man, it was about like I said, and that was really nice, overcoming your obstacles right there. Gave yourself some opportunity to improve, and they did so. Nice run by Xavier.
All right, 3:52 to go. It is 7-6 Creekwood. We'll have the kickoff when we come back on the RFC Sports Network. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Tony, I think we're in for a good ball game.
I think you're right, Coach. I think you are
It's
right.
going to be the old slobber knocker style football.
Welcome back to Creekwood. It is 7-6 Redhawks on the 20-yard touchdown run by Xavier Knight, and now the kickoff underway, and it is a boot end over end and back to field it, taking it to the 10-yard line. Crossing the 20, staying on his feet to the 25, gets hit, brought down near the 30-yard line, and that's where Lewis County will start. That touchdown is brought to you by United Mechanical. Locally owned and operated, United Mechanical and Electrical Incorporated provides cutting-edge services for commercial and industrial HVAC. Contact them at 615-446-9369. United Mechanical and Electrical is a proud sponsor of Dixon and Creekwood Athletics. So, 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line, 29-yard line for Lewis County.
Splitting them there and see what coach has got in his pocket for 3.5 minutes.
So, Bryson McDonald, the quarterback, scored on their last possession, a 4-yard touchdown run by Drew Ray. And McDonald looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Now he's going to start running off to his left onto the 30-yard line near the 35 and finally brought down. And coming in to make the tackle is Austin Barton. Nathan Lott in on the tackle as well.
Referee fussing at somebody there.
Yeah.
Must have been a little mouthy mouth going on.
So they will spot this at the 37-yard line, between the 37 and the 36, with 3:12 left to go. A pickup of 6, and it'll be 2nd and 4. 3 minutes and counting. Breaks out of the huddle, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom.
This is going to be a give right here.
And they've got Godfrey in the backfield. And Godfrey's going to take the handoff, sweeps to the right side, and just met right in front. And coming in to make the tackle was Xavier Knight.
Got within a yard from the line. Xavier just stood him up and drove him back, man. Had some help to join in, but, man, that was a nice hit right there.
So it brings up 2nd and 3. Should be 3rd and 3, I should say, with 2:26 left to go. Aiden Wise is the receiver down to the near side, and they've got 3 receivers up top.
Sweeping left.
And here comes Braylon Bean in the backfield as well. He's going to get the handoff, go straight up the middle. I don't think he's going to get it because he's met by some blue jerseys. He tried to slide in there. Nathan Lott and Xavier Knight in on the tackle.
Far side judge, I think, is giving it to him.
Sam Oglin as well.
He's saying 4th, but, man,
Yeah,
that's pretty darn close.
Very, very close.
Nah.
Are they giving it to him?
They're giving it to him.
They're going to give it to him. So
Yeah, I'd have been, if I was Houston, I've been wanting to see a measurement on that.
I kind of agree with you. That is really tight.
Because the ball doesn't look like it was where the side judge was spotting it.
No,
So.
but it is a first down to the 39-yard line, and they break out of the huddle. But I agree with you. That is really tight. The 2 receivers down to the near side, and they delayed handoff. And that's going to be Ray, as Ray stays on his feet close to the 45-yard line before he is tackled.
Yeah,
and Keon Robertson coming in to make the stop.
They're setting up that long throw again. But the thing is, it's not as opportune this time because you're down to a minute and a half to go in the half. So Creekwood is more looking for that throw now. They're not going to just lay back and let you throw the ball over their head.
Say Braylon Bean with the carry. He picks up 5. Back to throw goes
Here
McDonald. Here comes pressure. Now he's looking. Pressure's still coming. He's staying on his feet, and he's going to take the sack. And the ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by Lewis County, but that was on the ground, and that is a sack by Creekwood with a loose ball, and that defense coming through on 2nd down.
Timeout.
Well, there is a timeout with 55 seconds remaining on an absolute mess of a play by the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a great description because it was.
And the sack brought to you by Grisham Towing, Grisham's Transmission and Car Care Center, family owned and operated. Harold Grisham's been working on cars for more than 30 years. And if you're a licensed and certified mechanic wanting to make top pay, Grisham needs you on their team. Apply in person at Grisham's Transmission and Car Center across from the Natchez Trace Hospital. So less than a minute to go. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Lewis County when they come back. Out of the huddle off the timeout. By the way, timeout is brought to you by Dixon County Equipment, your new Holland dealer. So Lewis County coming back out on 3rd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
About minute 21.
55 seconds left to go here before halftime. Third and 6, ball at the 43.
This is right out of the Josh Heupel playbook.
Yep.
Hurry
Back-
up and wait.
Back to throw. McDonald's got a big arm going downfield.
Oh, he's
Fell
got it.
coverage, and it is tipped up and incomplete. The intended receiver on the play was Bentley Kelsey, but guarding him was Jalen Elliott, and it is incomplete. It brings up 4th and 6.
I think he tried to correct that overthrow the last time.
Yeah.
But I am amazed at the lack of effort it takes a kid to throw the ball that far.
That was a high one as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see him air it out.
I know.
I want to see what he can do.
So Bean is going to punt this away, and Elliott's going to go back to field it at the 20-yard line. About 48 seconds left to go before halftime.
This is dangerous right here.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So Bean's getting the snap on 4th down, punts it. Elliott's going to watch this one bounce and roll it is out of bounds at about the 15-yard line or so.
Yeah, good result
Yeah.
for Lewis. If he kicks that toward Elliott and he gets any type of return, they got an opportunity to get down and score
Yep,
something.
they sure are. So, did we get a flag on the play?
Maybe they did.
Maybe they did while we were in transition.
Flag on the Panthers.
Yep, flag on Lewis County. So going to make them punt it again.
Oh, man.
Houston says, go ahead, punt that one more time.
I believe I'd put a second guy back on the other side of the field. You got to try to return this bad boy right here.
So Braylon Bean, the running back, at over 100 yards last week, will be punting this again. And Elliott is lined up at about the 32-yard line.
Illegal shift.
So Bean is going to punt this around the 25-yard line, or so back him up even more.
And I'd have to send somebody off the edge because he's really taking his time to kick the ball.
Yeah.
And that's why he's getting such good results out of his kick. He's getting to kick it like he wants to. I'd have to send somebody after it to try to rush him a little bit.
So Bean set to punt once again, and he gets a low snap, but he gets it away. That's a bad kick. And that's going to go right out of bounds at around the 45-yard line of Creekwood. Is he going to trying to keep it away from Elliott, but he kicked it short.
Tony, that is a 30-yard penalty, man. That's what that ended up being. 30 yards of field position.
That's right. That was back at the 15-yard line.
Yep.
And now they're about the 45-yard line, about
Yep.
the 42. Be exactly right. That's about 30 yards
Yep.
difference between what that penalty would have had Creekwood at to what they have him at now.
Yeah,
and this
that
is your chance to take a couple of shots with 2 timeouts.
only took 7 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, so a lot of time left, 48 seconds to try to get something on the board. And Austin Barton back out there again for Creekwood. They gave it to Xavier Knight on a 20-yard run. Let's see what they do on this drive. Barton back to throw. Quick throw, and he's going to be caught by Henderson behind the 40-yard line. Henderson trying to break free, gets close to the 50, but he's get brought back to the 45-yard line. And a group of tacklers coming in to make the stop, including Nathaniel Kamal, as well
Nice.
as Dakota Hull.
Timeout by Houston there. He's definitely wanting to score.
Gets it to the 47-yard line of Creekwood with 37 seconds remaining. So at halftime, we'll go over the scoring and some observations from this game, as well as a scoreboard update, as much as we can get you. And again, on a beautiful night here on the Hill.
Man, what a venue, Tony. It's,
Always beautiful coming
yeah,
up.
man. The field's great shape. You can see a brown spot here and there where they wear it, but no rain in a couple of months. But the stands are beautiful. Got a pretty good crowd up here from Lewis County, man. Made the drive.
they did.
And,
Make the long drive, too.
yeah, it is a long drive. You see the band forming down there. The air's nice. Got a nice chill to it tonight after the rain.
Really
everything.
beautiful night.
Yeah. Great night for football, man. Of
I
course,
always say every year we start these and we're sweltering in the press box and dying. We get to the end of the season, we're cold, windows are closed. But tonight is a beautiful night for week 2.
It is.
2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line with 37 seconds left as Creekwood is going to try to take some scoring shots here to try to increase their 1-point lead. They lead 7-6 as both teams scored touchdowns, but the extra point missed by Lewis County. Barton, Knights alongside to the left, back to throw. Barton looking downfield, stepping in. He's going to shoot it downfield. Got an incomplete. Intended receiver was Jaden Elliott. There'll be 30 seconds left on the clock on 3rd and 5.
I would like to see the ball elevated more. Looking at the defenders, you have DeModest, you have Brendan. They've got height advantage over most of these defenders. I'd like to see them get an opportunity to go up and make a play on the ball because I know they're capable of it. I've seen those boys leap.
All right, 3rd and 5. Trips to the near side. Lone receiver up top. Barton out of the shotgun. 30 seconds remaining. High snap. Fakes a handoff. Is going to run it himself. Try to get that first down to get a new fresh set. Plows his way past the 50-yard line, but not much after that. Not quite enough to get a first down. It is depending on the spot. It looked like he had to get to about the 48.
It looks like it's a full yard short.
It's going to be a little short. It's going to be 4th down, and they didn't run the clock as the clock is stopped at 30 seconds.
Is he calling that a first down?
He is calling that a first down.
See, they marked. No, man, how do you do that?
I thought he needed to get to the 48, but that's
He
at
did.
the 49.
Look here, they're having to back the chain up.
Yeah. So that first down brought to you by Mallard Flooring, but now
Listen, I'm happy with that, man.
30 seconds remaining. Like it was on the last play. Flip. And a big throw down the field. Got a man, and it is going to be intercepted. The throw was made by Ben Singleton, and this is going to be intercepted by Lewis County as they take it up the sideline, and he's staying on his feet, and he gets down to the 40-yard line of Creekwood. It was Caden Carroll on the interception, I believe. And that was a flip to Singleton, who threw it deep down the field, but that was picked off in a big return by Lewis County, but they've got 12 seconds to try to make something work.
Ben's got a great arm and a good throw. Again, you got to elevate the ball just a little bit more. He's a sophomore. He was my quarterback his 8th grade year. He's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever coached. He really took in a lot of things and learned a lot, and he's progressed since then. He's new over here at Creekwood, so it's good to see him get an opportunity, but he's not used to coming out of the thing. I'm sure they practiced it, but he's a drop-back passer big time, man. So he's going to do special things here at this school.
It's nice to have that second arm available.
It is.
That arsenal.
And it was a great throw. He's just got to elevate that a little bit more. That's all he's got to do. And he was coming this way and stopping and throwing back that way, and so that hurts you a little bit on that throw.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line for Lewis County, but they only got about 12 seconds.
I bet we're going to see at least one, don't you?
I got to think with his arm, with McDonald's arm, and he can just
look out, man.
He can just go, hey, if you just get down there, I definitely can flick it with my wrist, and I can throw it 40, 50 yards.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not allowed to throw for a field goal.
Right.
Because he's going to do it. I believe we're going to see him try to place one, though.
He's got a couple of receivers to the near side and a couple to the far side, so I think he is going to just say, hey, why don't we try something down here? I definitely can get it there. Rush is coming. McDonald needs to just plant his feet. Now he's got some time. Okay, here comes the rush again, and he's going to throw this one away. So he had some time, but then you saw Knight coming in, and they made it a little bit more uncomfortable, and he throws it away with 4 seconds remaining. So good pressure by the Creekwood front.
Yeah.
To try to make it a little bit more difficult for McDonald to plant that foot and launch it into the end zone.
I believe they're going to have to try it this time. They'll have to go trips, I think. Get trips one side and then try to single your fastest guy out on the other side. That way you either got the Hail Mary or you got – they're sticking with double twins.
They are sticking with double twins is right.
Oh.
And they're going to reverse it. And they're going to send Kobe Fring.
There you go. See
now
there.
they got trips. You're right.
There you go. And I'm glad I'm not losing it,
No,
Tony.
You're right. I think they were trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But you had already figured it out for them.
Yeah. You got to do that. You got to get your best guy by himself. Try to get one-on-one. And that's what you're looking for. If not, you try to put it up in the Hail Mary, the other 3 guys. But the key, though, is your offensive line giving you enough time. to get those guys downfield.
All right, the timeout brought to you by Dixon County Equipment, your new Holland dealer, whether for lawn and garden or construction. Dixon County Equipment has you covered. Go see their excellent service team or give them a call, 615-446-8114. That's 615-446-8114. So 4 seconds remaining, and it's a 7-6 ball game. Creekwood by Xavier Knight answered the 4-yard touchdown run by Drew Ray. We'll talk about this one at halftime, so stick around. And we got a good one here in Charlotte as Creekwood's home opener tonight. One of these teams leaving here 2-0. Back to throw, McDonald. Not much rush, and he's going to keep it. There it is, high towards the end zone, and it is going to be picked off in the end zone by Elliott.
Running.
And Elliott's going to be running it. And Elliott staying on his feet to the 20. Tries to break something, but is finally brought down. So that's how we will go into the locker room. A pair of turnovers on each side and a 7-6 score.
That's great, though, Tony. You want to see people trying to make plays, man, to win a ball game. That's what you want to see, so that's great.
All right, we will take a timeout. Halftime show coming on the field to entertain us here in Charlotte. But we'll come back, talk about what we've seen here between these two teams. 7-6 our score here on the RFC Sports Network. Do.
Yeah, running him away from the direction he's throwing takes some distance off it.
Yeah. Do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to halftime with the Spirit of Creekwood Marching Band. The
Ooh la la.
presents their show, Bohemian Blue.
Dixon County 17-0 down
Okay.
half. Columbia's putting it on them.
Welcome back to Creekwood High School. 7-6 our score. Redhawks on top of the Panthers. Quick scoring summary. Not much to get to. Only 2 touchdowns in this game so far. Drew Ray, a 4-yard touchdown run that came in the second quarter. But the Panthers get a extra point that goes to the left, and it is 6-0. And that touchdown was set up by an interception by Braylon Bean. But Creekwood answered on a 20-yard touchdown run by Xavier Knight. Their extra point by Sanchez was good, and it is 7-6. Here we are. Coach, what were some of the things that you liked from Creekwood's side? And we'll get to the Lewis County side of it.
I like the style of offense that Houston is going to. I really do. I like it. But I would like to see them toss the ball a little bit more. Lewis County's putting more men in the box when it's obvious that they're looking for Barton to run the ball. And so since they're keying on that, I'd like to see the ball thrown a little bit more. And they did that on that scoring drive, and I think it benefited them. So I think that's what opened up the run for Xavier. I did like their defensive stand. you know, and then they did hold them there. I mean, that was almost a 60-yard interception return, but Creekwood's defense held. I mean, I know there wasn't a lot of time, but that guy's arm, man, you are not – he's in scoring position within 60 yards of the goal line. So I like their defensive intensity. I really do. It's not making anything easy for Lewis County. I like the fact that they're playing very disciplined. You know, the lineman downfield, that's your quarterback scramble. That's not a discipline thing. That's just, hey, he thought his quarterback was going to make a miracle, and he was going to help him, and that's all there is to it. So I like the style. I like opening up ball game up. 7-6, actually the style of ball they're playing, man, I thought it could be 21-21 right now. So I want to continue to see that style, see who cleans up their game a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great point, because it feels like both of these teams have taken some shots, taken some shots here tonight, but it's only 7-6.
Yeah.
So you're right. Clean up, tidy up a little bit, and we see some drives sustained.
I look to see one of these teams hit the big shot. I really do. Barton came close on two. I mean, he had 2 throws that were really close, and I think he's got the guys out there to catch it. They just got to dial in the correct height, distance, and all that. So, yeah.
You're liking the decision-making that Barton is using when he throws, when he runs. There's a couple of times that are designed, and there's a couple of times he's a little quick to go to the line.
There's a couple of times, even on a run play where he kept it instead of giving it to Xavier. I mean, they had 7 guys up in the box. It would have been better if you'd have given that to X around the end. But for the most part, yeah. I mean, he's part of their bread and butter, 100 yards rushing last week. So, and he's not done badly here, and he's hard to tackle. He really runs the ball like it's 50 pounds heavier than he is. So
that is the one thing that's always impressed me about him is that you see a lot of running quarterbacks where they try to get to the outside. They try, he has no problems being a fullback almost at times. I'll take it right to the center of the line.
Yeah, he just needs a seam. That's all he needs. He's a small guy. He gets in the seam, what we call getting skinny, and he does that. But he also protects the ball when he's about to hit somebody, and he hits them. Like, he's not afraid of contact at all. So.
Well, we saw Bryson McDonald, the quarterback that you mentioned for Lewis County, and the way he can throw the football, but Creekwood has been able to get to him a couple of times in this game. Yeah,
I think it's got to do with Creekwood's speed. I think we have benefit in speed on Creekwood's side of the field, and the receivers are having trouble getting open for him. McDonald's got the arm, but they've got to come up with some combination routes, some things to do to where they're running off of each other. The sloppy play you called over here where he ended up getting sacked.
Fumbled the ball.
Fumbled the ball. They ran 2 receivers, and then they both ran digs right next to each other. It almost looked like a trick play to me because he was looking at the guy that was 5 yards further. It almost looked like they were trying to set up a hook and lateral.
Right.
Which, if you've got not much time, that's a great play. But it's hard to execute after you've given the defense time to react. You have to do that pretty quick on a quick screen pitch. So, but I still think he's going to make a play with his arm before the game's out. I think Barton is going to make a play too. His receivers are special, man. Brendan Adams is special. Scotty's a gamer. DeModest, you saw what he did when he got the ball in his hands twice. And I think both teams have pretty good balance. They can run and they can throw, and I think it's going to be what the defense does against the run that's going to be special. But somebody's going to hit a big play, Tony.
Yeah, and you're right about it feels already, and again, we're just a game and a half into the season, but there's a feeling on the offense that they can move the ball much better than they did last year.
Oh, yeah.
Again, a number of times last year, you just kind of going, boy, if the offense could just stay on the field longer, just get a first down, just provide some help to the defense, becomes a better ball game.
Yeah, they've had most of their third downs have been short.
Right.
If you can stay ahead of the chains, you're beating the game. If you get in third and longs, you're in trouble. And they got helped out on the one they had with the late hit on the quarterback, roughing the passer. Got automatic first down out of that. So they got the benefit of a penalty. It helped on that scoring drive. So Lewis County needs to clean up their defense a little bit. And I think Creekwood is I thought in the second half Creekwood was cleaner on offense. I really did. I actually thought Lewis County was cleaner on offense in the first quarter. But Creekwood in the second quarter, I thought, took the offensive momentum.
All right, the halftime show here in Charlotte. Again, 7-6 is our score. When we come back, a couple of scores from around the area, around the state, as we continue. Again, Creekwood on top of Lewis County at the break, 7-6. And you're listening to Creekwood High School football on the RFC Sports Network. Okay, one thing about this system I don't like not hearing things
I
coming
don't like
back.
that either. That we used to dial these back and we'd hear. I don't like not hearing that.
I'm going to talk to them about,
Because that
I
lets
don't
you
even know if I'm doing it right.
that lets you know that
Yeah.
you're lets you know when you're coming back
Yeah.
before they. And so yeah.
I don't know why wish you could just get a return back. Because there are times where Rich is running back and forth, and I take a break and I don't know if he's there. I don't know when to come back.
Yeah.
So he just says, come back whenever, and I go, okay, I'll come back whenever.
Yeah, during basketball we heard them. I like hearing because
it's
it also
much
lets
cleaner.
me know, I don't know, I just like being more aware of what's going on.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's just a cleaner broadcast because, again, I don't know, But what I got to do is I've got to get this phone, the phone they've got us with, I got to get it fully charged and get the password so I can use my phone to text Rich because it's like it's using so much that it's hard to, like, hit the other apps. So it's, like, connected to this messenger.
Yeah. I know one thing. You and I are going to have a good time this year.
Yeah, I think so, too,
Coach.
Coach.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time doing this. Man.
Welcome back to Creekwood High School as we are back. 7-6 our score. We are here at halftime. Band, nice performance. Again, I always give credit to the band, put a lot of work into it, so I want to let them know. We got a couple of scores, Coach, or we got a couple of things we want to mention?
Yeah, a couple of scores. Dixon County down at Columbia Central down 17-0 at halftime. Maybe Jeff can get the boys a little fired up. DeMarcus Strickland, another one of my quarterbacks, got his first start as a varsity quarterback tonight for the high school. And I hope they can get turned around. And we'll see my boys. 75% of those boys played football for me, and I know they're quality ball players.
Excellent.
So they're going to turn into winners. Ravenwood, 41-0 over Cane Ridge. No big surprise there. Siegel over Laverne right now, 14-8. Lawrence County, 21-14 over Loretto. BGA wiping up the floor with over Maplewood, 27-3 right now. BGA strong this year. Dixon County lost a kid to them this year. He moved down there. His mom moved, him and his sister. She got a teaching job there, of course, and followed. CPA 14-0 over Pearl Cone. Tullahoma 6-0. I'm looking for schools in our area. Harpeth and Cheatham, we have no score yet in the second quarter. Close to halftime is the last I saw out of that. Fairview 21-6 over Waverly. Waverly lost the Battle of the Bridge last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're looking at going 2-0. Sycamore, a surprise to me, and not that their coaches are good coaches, but I don't know what kind of year they're going to have. They're up 12-7 over James Lawson, the New Metro School. Lawson won their first game last week, so both teams are one's 0-1, one's 1-0, and they could even up there. But if Sycamore holds on, it's 12-7. So those are some of the areas. Some of the others I don't have any scores in on yet. McKenzie 21-7 over Dresden right now. So some of the other schools that we play and that we're into, I don't have the scores yet, so they're not clearing up. Different ones report different times, Tony.
That's right,
So
you got
the big one of interest, though, the Dixon County Columbia Central. I love all my kids, and I want them to be successful. So I hope they're able to pull that out down
All
there.
right, we try to give you as many scores as we possibly can. The scoreboard update is brought to you by Freedom Motors. Freedom Motors in Dixon offers a great selection of reliable used vehicles from many of the leading auto brands. Their sales team can answer your questions as well as provide a vehicle history report to help you buy with confidence. Go see them in person or see their great selections at freedommotorsofTennessee.com. We're just about 4 minutes away from the second half. All right, any adjustments? Now, we always make a big deal of adjustments, sometimes little deal of adjustments. How do you look about what these teams need to do in the second half?
I think Creekwood's happy with how their defense is playing. They seem to get a stop on those runs there. They minimized it to 3 and 4 yards versus 6 to 8 yards. So I think they're happy with their defense. I think Lewis County's going to come out looking to throw the ball a bit more than they did in the first half. And they've got to get Barton. They got to stop Barton. He's the battery in the machine, man. Whether he's running, throwing, flipping on a reverse to another kid to throw, they got to stop Barton, and they know that. That's why they put some men in the box at times. But Creekwood spread them out, so they're at times they're playing like a 41 defense. They only got a 5-man box. Sometimes another one slides in off the slot for a 6-man box, but it's going to be hard for them to maintain Barton with 5 and 6 kids in the box. They're going to have to either commit to it or they're going to give up some yards for his run game.
Just a quick note on the 2024 schedule for Creekwood. I know you won't be with us next week, Coach.
No, I'm sorry. I'll be down there watching Tennessee play North Carolina
Absolutely.
State. A friend of mine bought tickets for us. We're actually going to be down there in a suite with my friend and got hotels and everything. So we're flying down Friday evening, going to watch Tennessee play on Saturday. Hopefully upset State. My wife, being from North Carolina, is a Pac fan.
Yeah.
So she's had one of our people make her a shirt split down the middle, Tennessee and North Carolina
They
State.
got a little slow start last night against Western Carolina.
They
but
did.
pulled it off. Yeah,
Gave
looked
up
scary.
21 points,
They
man.
looked a little scared there in the beginning. People were a little worried because they ranked 24th, and people were like, "Hey, you should be."
You give up 21 to Western.
That's right.
The kids up in Cullowhee, man. Cullowhee,
Yeah.
North Carolina. Western Carolina's a beautiful place.
Beautiful
up there.
place.
So I like to see that happen. I watched the North Carolina-Minnesota game, man.
Oh, that was
The
very
missed field goal at the
interesting.
end. I don't have any idea why you put him on the same hash. He's already missed one. But Mac Brown, man, they didn't use any timeouts in case he did make it. I questioned some of the coaching both ways on that, but I was glad to see Carolina because I lived down there for a while. And, I got Michael Jordan was in our conference. So I got to see all that stuff firsthand, man. It was kind of cool.
Nice.
But
I watched the Colorado North Dakota State game.
yeah, that was a little
pretty
shaky there, too.
There's a joke. Why would you schedule North Dakota State as a non-conference game? to
Man,
open up
North
your
Dakota
season?
State's a
they
sharp
are
program,
so
baby.
Good.
Yeah.
They are sharp, and they don't fear anybody. They don't mind going anywhere to play.
They don't have first game mistakes, man.
No,
They're a
they
good
don't.
football program.
Really sharp last night, and Travis Hunter was great, but still North Dakota State. I think people came away going, okay, we get it, Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, but North Dakota State, for a lot of people, don't really get to see them very often.
No.
And that was a great chance for them to see what that program has been building for years and years and years.
Yeah. There's several programs like that. Northern Illinois.
Absolutely.
The Salukis up there.
Yep.
You've got some programs that they're not those good off-week games, man. You're taking some chances, baby.
You certainly are.
But if you know Deion Sanders, he's not afraid to do stuff
No,
like that.
no.
So playing good teams, build your team, man.
All right, so next week we'll be at Pearl Cone in Nashville, and then the home game on the 13th, Montgomery Central at Whites Creek. Fairview at home on September 27th. Marshall County at home on October 4th. Station Camp on the 18th. That comes off their bye week. And then at Greenbrier and at White House to close out the season with 2 games on the road. We'll take another quick timeout. When we come back, the second half kickoff when we get underway here in Charlotte. 7-6 Creekwood on top of Lewis County on the RFC Sports Network.
Man, Greenbrier's about to drop to 0-2.
Are they?
They're down 28-0 in the second quarter. It looks like it's half now, but they're down 28-0. They really didn't play well last week, and I think they're going to have an off year, a really off year. I was told that John Elmore may be going to retire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if he does, I may.
Oh. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. Still rolling? Still doing good? Awesome. How's the pizza?
Where's the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, where's the box of pizza? Oh, come on, man.
Does Jonas Pizza still exist around here?
Yeah, it does.
I love that pizza.
Yeah. A
They
lot
used
of
to
people.
bring when I was here in 2012 and 13. They used to fill up this place with Jonas Pizza. I used to eat it all every game.
Yeah, I was asked Ryan Sensing.
Oh, is it? That's Jonas Pizza over there? Damn. If I knew that, I would have got one.
Yeah, Ryan Sensing said the AD used to keep this place filled up with pizza. I said, I love you, man. Where's my pizza? Speak of the devil. I just conjured
I
you
just
up,
said
man.
that. I was just saying there used to be a pile right here of Jonas Pizza.
He's the AD I was
Yeah.
talking about, Ryan.
Right.
Yeah, this is Tony.
Hey, nice to meet you, brother. Yeah, I'm doing good, man.
We're going to have a ball this year.
But, yeah, I love that pizza. I used to look forward to it. I used to tell my wife, she's like, well, you want anything to go before you go? I said, no. I said, Jonas Pizza's up there. I'll probably have 10 slices. I mean, that stuff was so delicious.
You know, they pull out a win tonight. They're going to have a good start to their season.
Yeah, I was just gonna. Yeah, I might ask you that when we come back. Is what kind of
Who's next?
pro cone?
Pearl Cone. That'd be tough.
All right,
But
welcome
they're-
back to Creekwood as we are just a couple minutes away from the second half kickoff. Coach, you and I were just chatting a little bit.
Yeah.
So 7-6 our score. What kind of win would this be for the program for
Well,
Creekwood?
you know, knowing that Lewis County held on last year to get the win.
Yeah.
I think this is a big win. It's not necessarily that it's going to ruin their season if they don't pull this off,
Sure.
and I believe they're going to actually. But I think it's a momentum builder because they've got Pearl Cone next, but then Greenbrier, I heard you say coming up, Greenbrier's about to drop to 0-2 if they
Right.
don't change something drastically tonight. So I think this sets them up for a good beginning. First, I look at seasons in halves, and if you can get the first 5 games pretty good, if you can go 3-2, 4-1, you're in for a pretty good year, and you're probably going to make the playoffs. So I'd like to see them have a good start to the year, man. This would go a long way in setting them up. They start 2-0, and then they've got Greenbrier in a couple of weeks. And I'm not saying that they could just go up there and beat Greenbrier, or is it at Greenbrier this year, Tony?
Yeah, be at Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storied place to play. You know, I used to coach up there, and I love it up there. Got a lot of friends, but I believe they can go up there and take care of business the way both teams have started out. And so they're really playing better than first of the year football to me. They really do look like they're more 4 or 5 games in to me. So
All right. Well, Creekwood had won the toss. They deferred, so they're going to get the ball here in the second half to start the second half. 7-6 is the score. And then again, another reminder that our kickoff are brought to you by Dixon Electric. Dixon Electric lighting up the night with this kickoff. About ready to start, just a couple of seconds away. Again, I want to thank all of our sponsors. We had no field goal attempts in the first half, but field goals are brought to you by Greystone. Book a tee time and learn how to become a member on their website, greystonegc.com. All right, so Xavier Knight with the touchdown run for Creekwood in the second quarter. That came after Drew Ray found the end zone on a 4-yard run for Lewis County, and that is the scoring wrap-up for the first half. As getting final instructions before they get back out onto that field to start this second half. But looking forward to having you with us all season long here on the RFC Sports Network for Creekwood football. And hopefully Creekwood get back into the postseason. So Creekwood out on the field, Lewis County waiting for them to come out. Creekwood will go from left to right off of this kickoff.
Well, this
And
was
Brendan Adams back to retrieve it.
this is the direction they scored last time.
That is
so
right.
I'm always about omens. I like good karma.
Adams returned the kickoff. First time they touched the ball was Brendan Adams scoring on a kickoff return for a touchdown against Dixon County after an opening drive touchdown by the Cougars. Adams put Creekwood right back on the scoreboard, and he is the lone receiver in the back. 12 minutes on the clock, second half about to get underway here on the hill. And the kick is going to be end over end. Short bounces, picked up by Adams on the near side, far side of the 20, cuts back. No, he's going to be brought down at near the 30-yard line.
Adams with the return.
So Austin Barton taking that offense back out on the field.
They defended that well. That guy had speed on the far side over there, Tony. Like he got down and got him by the ankle.
Yeah.
He went down weird. I thought
He did too. I thought he got hit in the top. and
Well,
then, yeah.
I got worried that his knee buckled or something.
Right.
That scares me to death when I see a kid go down like that.
Yeah, I thought he went to the top, but you're right. He got hit by right down in the bottom by the ankles.
Yeah.
And kind of quickly went down.
Yeah.
So the ball's at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Creekwood opening possession here in the second half as Barton moving his team around, sends Keon Robertson to the far side to join Jalen Elliott, DeMontis Henderson, the lone receiver down at the bottom. Xavier Knight alongside to the left. Barton barking signals. Now he's going to take a design run straight up the middle as we talked about earlier. Gets across near the 30-yard line. Just a short pickup for the quarterback, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, they're going to have to commit more people to the box, man. I just don't see them stopping him all night long unless they put another guy in that box over there because they're putting the four men down on their knuckles and one behind them, two at times.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line, shade to the 29, but it's 2nd and 7, a pickup of 3 for Barton on that designed run. Knight is to the right side, 2 receivers down low, 2 up top on 2nd down. Hand off to Knight, sweeps to the left, finds the corner, just a handful of yards before he is taken back down again.
Going to get a yard or two.
And coming in to make the tackle is Caleb Skelton.
About 3rd and 6 left here.
So 3rd and long now for Creekwood here on the opening drive.
Yeah, that's unusual tonight. I think they've only had 1/3 and more than 5 yards before now. So
Ball at the 31-yard line, so just a pickup of 1 on that run by Xavier Knight. Henderson and Elliott are the receivers down to the near side as Barton out of the shotgun. Back to throw. No real pressure. Now he's got some. Now he's going to run. He's rolling, looking for somebody. Finds Henderson, and Henderson makes the catch at the 45-yard line and dives past the 50 into Lewis County territory. That is going to be a Creekwood first down.
that's how you make yourself available to your quarterback. And 17's caught in no man's land there because if he drops and goes with DeMontis, Barton's going to run for a first down. So he's in a no-win situation. That's what I like about having a tall guy that's a good receiver singled up, man. You can do so many things with that.
That's a first down brought to you by Mallard Flooring, Dixon County's home for quality carpet and floor coverings for any space. Check them out on their Facebook page at Mallard Flooring. 10:28 just underway, second half. First down, Creekwood, ball at the 47-yard line of the Panthers. Barton again out of the shotgun with 2 receivers to the far side. Fakes the handoff, now looking, throws. He's got a man. It's Elliott. Leaps to kicks the catch at the 25-yard line down to about the 23.
The pump got the linebacker, Tony. He got up in the air, and after on his way down is when Barton let the ball go. So it was wide open. Nice.
About 24-yard gain at the 23-yard line. Another first down brought to you by Mallard Flooring. And the Redhawks now finding a bit of a rhythm on 2 straight completions by Austin Barton for big yardage.
That's 2 big plays, Tony. Those aren't deep balls, but those are 2 big heads-up plays.
Sam Hines is in the game as a receiver down to the far side, but Barton's going to pitch it, and he does. It gets it off to Xavier Knight. Knight carries players down near the 10-yard line down at about the 12.
Safety frustrated there the way he tackled him, kind of slammed him down. Xavier, I love my boy Xavier. He's dramatic. Gets up. Hey, what's going on? Man, that guy's half your size. Hush, go to the huddle.
Oh, we keep saying it. It's another Mallard Flooring first down for Creekwood, and that is about a 11-yard gain.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they cleaned it up in the second quarter, and they're showing the result of that. More of what we did to do well.
This is one of the more dynamic drives I've seen in a long time from this Creekwood offense. This has been 2 long completions on a good 10-yard run. 1st and 10, 13-yard line. Barton out of the gun. Now he's going to throw it again and finds the end zone, but he gets a little too high. Jalen Elliott was well covered. Ball goes over his head, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line as Barton comes to the sidelines. Well, it's very 3 straight really momentous plays on the drive. They ate up tremendous yards. And good control of the offense by Barton.
Xavier's run is a result of those first 2 passes, though. I mean, because they know now that, and Creekwood knows we can throw the ball. So I think it's going to be a great result.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line. And Barton out of the shotgun. Going to keep it himself. He's going to run, but he's going to be tackled.
Yeah.
And coming in to make the pass, Samuel Moore.
Oh, Houston's upset.
Yeah, it looked a little.
Somebody
little
didn't block
trouble-
somebody.
yeah. A little troublesome on the handoff and trying to escape. And now brings up 3rd and 13. So slowed down just a touch on the last 2 plays.
Yeah, I don't think the give would have been any better than what he did there. It seemed like Lewis County had them clogged up pretty good right there. So somebody must have missed a block. Houston just said, hey, don't do it again. That's what he did. That's what coaches say.
8:40 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Again, just underway second half. In case you've joined us, 7-6 is the score, and there is a timeout on the field. The timeouts, they're brought to you here by Dixon County Equipment, your New Holland dealer. Whether for lawn and garden or construction, Dixon County Equipment has you covered. Go see their excellent service team or give them a call at 615-446-8114. That's 615-446-8114.
Grantham Builders.
So 3rd down here. Like to keep a little bit of this momentum. It's a good drive. You've gotten some rhythm, but
We were
now
about to
just
see a
stalled
new
little bit.
formation there too,
Yeah,
Tony.
we
They
were.
were bunched. They were bunched in trips, but they were right at the end of the line. So I was curious to see what that was going to be. Most time that means quarterback's coming around the end, and they've got extra blocking there. So see
Ball is at the 16-yard line, 3rd and 13, coming out of the timeout. Has to come into the right out of the break to give us a drive.
got them bunched up close to the line right here. Usually this is a rollout with a run-pass option. Somebody will flush out.
So they've got Adams to the far side, but they got the receivers to the near side bunched up, as you mentioned. Barton back to throw. Pressure coming, but blocked. Now he's going to be more pressured. He's got to run. Off to the left side. Barton stays on his feet, tries to find the edge, gets some yards, but nothing much else as he is dragged down. A couple of Lewis County players following him alongside. Bentley Kelsey was one of them, and they track down Barton after just a small gain.
Oh, got a ball player.
So, player limping off the field for Lewis County.
Number 13.
That is Samuel Moore. And now it becomes 4th and 10, so a pickup of 3 yards. And Keon Robertson is checking into the ball game. So you'd have about a 30-yard field goal if you wanted to send Sanchez out there to try to boot it. But they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, this would be my call. I
Yep.
have no interest in a field goal right now.
Nope. You've got Robertson as the lone receiver to the near side, trips to the top. Back to throw goes Barton, looking, and throws into the end zone, and it is going to be tipped by Jalen Elliott, incomplete. He had a man, and
He
Elliott
did.
was covered by Dakota Hull, but he had him.
And he was close to first down yardage, too. That was a pretty good effort.
So it's a turnover on downs, but an impressive drive for Creekwood on those 3 plays, how they were able to quickly move down the field.
Yeah, their first drive was pretty good in the first quarter, but then they stalled, kind of similar to this. But they actually did a little bit better here. I look for them to correct whatever they need to correct to take it in the end zones next time.
All right, 8-19, the change of possession, and Lewis County will have a chance to get their first possession here in the second half. Glad you could be with us on the RFC Sports Network. It's Creekwood football all season long. 7-6 our score. Creekwood on top of the Panthers. And what has been a pretty entertaining ball game, despite the low scoring. We've seen some rather interesting developments from both quarterbacks already, including Bryson McDonald, the quarterback of Lewis County. Big arm. Gets the handoff. This is Godfrey. Micah Godfrey, who was the catalyst for a spark in offense for them in the first half, and he gets his first carry in the second half.
Quarterback is going to hand
And a
it
pick
to
up.
his running back.
So now it is a pickup of 8, so second down and 2. Ball is at the 21-yard line. Godfrey now lined up to the right side of McDonald. The man in motion is Drew Ray. He's already got a touchdown. Pressure coming. McDonald's got to run with it, and he runs close to the first down and gets the first down and more as he crosses the 30-yard line. As he uses the momentum, nearly stopped at the line of scrimmage, but able to get not only the 2 yards he needs, but a lot more. That's a Lewis County first down.
About a 17-yard run right there by the quarterback.
Yeah.
Winding and banging the last 4 or 5 yards, too.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 30. Fresh set of downs for the Panthers, and that's what we've been talking about. Big-sized quarterback. He's got a big arm, but been hard to take down, although Creekwood has gotten 3 sacks in the game already. Godfrey is right behind McDonald. He gets the ball and carries it off to the
That's
outside, and
holding.
that's going to be holding.
Yeah.
He's brought down for a huge loss of yards by Elliott. Knight. Xavier Knight comes in and gets him.
Good opportunity to decline a penalty right here and just take it down.
I would take, and that's what Houston Thiel's calling it, declining that penalty because Knight was able to not only get him, but that is a huge loss of yards.
Yeah, great play right there. Barton had him if he hadn't been held, and Xavier got time to come up and support him. So there was no way he was getting – they were ready for that run this time.
Yep, they sure were. So they backed it up to the 24-yard line.
Was Barton on defense in the first half,
Yep,
Tony?
he was, a few plays.
I thought, but because Xavier played this outside slot, and they've changed it around a little bit now.
So that is a loss of 10. They're calling it 1st and 20. Well, they got to reset that because the ball is at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, it's about 18 or 19,
They
though.
got a good mile to go,
Yeah.
so
that,
on second down.
Basically, your holding penalty was there.
Elliott is following the man in motion, now drops back into coverage. McDonald on second down, gives the ball to Godfrey again. He tries that same sweep, cuts to the 25-yard line and knocked out of bounds just shy of the 30. Wow, coming in is Dalton Groves. And when he hits you, look out because, boy, he really got to Godfrey on that sideline.
Man, that's bats in the belfry type stuff
That
right
sure
there.
is. And he gets it to the 29-yard line, so be third down, still not at the original line of scrimmage. But good coverage by Dalton Groves to come in from his position to get Godfrey, trying to cut that edge. So now 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the lone side, extra man on the line. McDonald goes back to throw, looking for some help, throws, fires, and it is going to be
Nice
incomplete.
defense.
That is good defense by Elliott. And the intended receiver was Bentley Kelsey, but he was well covered, and it's going to be 4th down.
Great job reaching around without draping yourself on the receiver there. Elliott made a great play on the ball.
So the punting team comes out for Lewis County, and they're going to send Jalen Elliott back to receive it, which they have not wanted to do all game. So they've kicked it out of bounds. They've kicked it short to try to keep it out of Jalen Elliott's hand. 7:12 to go. Ball at the 28-yard line, and Bean to kick. Oh, and it's blocked by Nathan Light, and it is picked up by Agosto, and Agosto's going to run in for a touchdown. Landon Agosto got the block punt off Nathan Lott,
I told
and it
you
is a
that.
Creekwood touchdown.
I told you they had to rush him more. He takes way too long, and they were letting him be comfortable, and now they've gone after it, and they blocked it.
And Nathan Lott, for the second straight game, has had a huge defensive play, blocking that punt, and Landon Agosto just was right there, picked it up, ran it into the end zone, and Creekwood is on the board once again.
There's nothing better than a special team score, man. I love it. Speaking of score, Dixon County, safety on Columbia Central. They put themselves in the score box.
All right.
Just sacked the quarterback in the end zones just now. I'm watching the 101.5 live on the Facebook there, Tony.
And the extra point good. 14-6 now as Creekwood gets the special team score on the block punt. Nathan Lott and Landon Agosto scooping it up into the end zone. We'll come back and give you the kickoff when we return on the RFC Sports Network.
The only thing bad about that, you got to go back out on defense now.
Yeah.
But your defense, man, that's great. Special team score.
Great job.
Yeah. Man, that's Dixon, man. Safety, so they're kicking from their own 20. Man, I love football. This weather How could you have dialed it up any better?
I know. It's beautiful tonight.
This weather is phenomenal.
Welcome back to Creekwood. The Redhawks getting a special teams touchdown on the block punt by Nathan Lott and a scoop and score by Landon Augusto. Now 14-6 with the made extra point. Touchdown brought to you by United Mechanical. Locally owned and operated, United Mechanical and Electrical Incorporated, providing cutting-edge services for commercial and industrial HVAC. Contact them 615-446-9369. Kickoff underway. Little short end over end that's going to bounce at the 22, picked up at the 20-yard line.
Oh, he's caught.
Long run
Oh,
by
peel back.
Godfrey, and he runs down the sideline.
Look at it. We got
sweep.
Man, that's Barton right here.
But it is going to be the return. And the kickoff brought to you by Dixon Electric. Dixon Electric powering this kickoff for your whole game day.
I'm surprised we don't have a flag on the other side. There was a clear peel back block over there. That's a 15-yard penalty. And I think
We
that's
do have
what
an
we
injured
had
player
here.
out on the field as well.
That's Barton down, Coach. Tony.
Yeah, it is.
He turned over there. I didn't see what happened, but he was laying motionless there for a second. Turned over, and he's hitting the ground. He's hurting somewhere down there.
Are they going to spot this just inside the 30-yard line for Lewis County's possession? Creekwood's defense will go back on the field, but the attendees are attending Austin Barton.
They're acting like it's cramp. He's acting like he's cramping to me. They're holding his leg. Looks like they're trying to stretch his calf. I hope that's what we're looking at. He's having a good night.
He is having a good night. So it's 6:51 left to go here in the third. Again, Creekwood up 14-6. And while we have a timeout on the field, timeout's brought to you by Dixon County Equipment, your New Holland dealer, whether for lawn, in garden, or construction. Dixon County Equipment has you covered. Go see their excellent service team. Give them a call at 615-446-8114. So we talked about it in the pregame show about how Creekwood last week, offensive touchdown, 2 of them by Austin Barton, a defensive touchdown by Nathan Lott on a scoop and score, and a special teams touchdown. And right now, they've gotten the offensive touchdown, and they have the special teams touchdown.
Now the defense.
Now the
It's time
defense.
for them to do their thing. And I'm sure they'll be a little fired up with their quarterback laying out here on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. So Barton, again, getting his leg treated by the trainers.
Yeah, they're feeling behind his knee. I thought they were trying to stretch. Looks like he's going to get up and bear weight on it, though. Yeah.
And he is up.
I love the fact that they're over safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Without question. And now the Creekwood defense back out on the field. Oh. What a way to start the second half of this game for the offense to go down the field. They can't convert a 4th down, but nevertheless get the block punt, get the touchdown. In the first 5 minutes and 9 seconds of the second half, they've done an excellent job on both sides of the ball.
They have, and their defense right back out there, the strength of your team, year in and year out.
All right, Bryson McDonald, 1st and 10. Ball is officially at the 29-yard line. He's going to throw it, and it is complete at the 30 to the 40-yard line and brought down.
Ball's out.
Ball's out, and Creekwood runs to get it, and it is going to be Lewis County getting the football.
Great strip, great job, jerked him around.
Dakota Hull was the wide receiver.
I've been waiting on him to be in a pattern that mattered because they've been looking to throw to him a couple of times. He's been covered up, so they moved him around to try to get him open.
So the recovery sends it to the 39-yard line, so that is a first down for Lewis County. As they send trips to the near side, and the lone receiver, that's Aiden Wise up top, is McDonald under center. Going to hand the ball off. It's a new running back.
Nice, Xavier.
Carson Wade.
Nice.
Dyson with Xavier Knight coming in to make the tackle.
Man, that's what you do. Square up and meet them head on, baby. Face mask up, just hit them.
So now it is going to be second down and a loss of about 1. Yeah, they'll keep it at the 39-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 10. That was Carson Wade. That's his first carry of the game.
Barton's back on the field, Tony. So
and ball at the 39-yard line. Godfrey alongside in the backfield, and he's going to get the carry. He tries to blast his
Ooh.
way through, but he's being tackled.
I'm
and
telling you.
Xavier Knight's been really fired up on this series. And actually, it was Carson Wade again with the carry.
Man.
And he is going to lose. Again, that should be another loss. We'll see where they spot it. But Xavier Knight, back-to-back, very aggressive defensive plays. Now they're actually going to give him a yard and make it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, but that was, man, I don't know if that was worth a yard or not.
No, I don't think so
Xavier hit him harder than the other side.
Carson Wade is going to stay in the game as the running back alongside McDonald trips to the top. And now they're going to fake throw. It's going to be caught at the 50-yard line by Dakota Hull. Stays on his feet. Hull breaks the tackle to the 40 near the 35-yard line. And Dakota Hull, who's already got a touchdown in this game, I should say, has a big play down near the goal line of this game.
They're moving him around quite a bit now, Tony, trying to get the ball to him.
And they got him at the 36-yard line. So another first down for Lewis County. And they are speeding up play a touch, try to catch Creekwood napping a bit. And this is Carson Wade with the carry, and he's going to get tripped up into the backfield by Ethan Heat, and that was just enough. And he couldn't break anything, and his tackle just at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 10.
Ethan Knight on the back.
4:30 and counting here in the 3rd. Ball at the 36-yard line, 2nd and 10, no gain. McDonald, this time he's got Bean alongside. Now he fakes that and throws it. It's going to be incomplete. Threw it a little bit behind his receiver.
Man,
that was Kobe Fletchinger.
That was a dangerous throw. The defender was about half a step closer than the receiver was, but he was looking at the receiver. That would have been 6 points the other way. There would have been your defensive score of the night.
There you go. 3rd down and 10 on the
Shame on
incompletion.
you.
Trying anyway.
Man.
Nathan Martin is checked into the game now for Creekwood as Ethan Heath takes a seat.
But he is throwing it in the gaps now before they get to the linebacker box, so they're trying to get them where they can turn up field and run.
Clock is stopped with 4:07 left to go here in the 3rd. Big 3rd down here at the 36-yard line. 2-down territory anyway for Lewis County. Back to throw, and he's going to be incomplete. Almost hit as he threw. And the coverage on the play of Dalton Groves as they tried to tie up Kobe Fletchinger again.
Fletchinger was not happy. He turned and looked at the official like, did he not grab me really? And the official said no.
Yeah. So now it's 4th and 10. And Lewis County are looking over to the sidelines to try to get a play. And this Creekwood defense trying to hold once again with back-to-back series on the field. A blocked punt, and now trying to get a 4th down, turnover on downs on this possession. 4th and 10, 36-yard line. Clock moving at 3:23 here in the 3rd.
Timeout, Lewis
And
County.
a timeout, Lewis County. Timeouts brought to you by Dixon County Equipment, your new Holland dealer. Whether it's for lawn, garden, construction, Dixon County Equipment has you covered. Go see their excellent service team or give them a call, 615-446-8114.
Beautiful, beautiful. Timeout there. They're taking a long time to get to the line, Tony. Taking a long time to get to the line.
Yeah. So 14-6 is our score. Lewis County talking this 4th down over. You know, oftentimes in these situations we talk about the defense being tired. What about the offensive line?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're tired, and you can't give the offensive line's got to have time to get down.
Yeah.
And you're making these late calls, so especially when you're looking at guys with the girth, number 74's guy. That's a big guy. The center's a big guy. I mean, they're playing a good ball game, and Barton is just squaring up on 74.
Yeah,
watch
is.
him go into it. It's number 8 now. It's not Barton, but.
Back to throw goes McDonald. Pressure is coming. McDonald's got to do something. He's scrambling out. He's taken down. That is a huge 4th down sack, and that is done by Ethan Heath. And another sack for this Creekwood defense on the big quarterback. And that is going to be a turnover on downs, and Creekwood will be taking it over at the 40-yard line.
You might as well call that a defensive score, because when you stop them on a big 4th down like that, they had a little momentum going after that one pass play. And that was great 4 plays in a row right there.
Sack brought to you by Grisham's Towing, Grisham's Transmission and Car Care Center, family owned and operated. Harold Grisham's been working on cars for over 30 years, and if you're a licensed and certified mechanic waiting to make top pay, Grisham needs you on their team. Apply in person at Grisham Transmission and Car Care Center. Barton is going to take it himself off the snap, going to head to the outside, picks up a few yards before he's taken down. Handful, maybe about 3 on 1st and 10 from the 40. 3 minutes and counting here in the third. It has been really, Creekwood has been solid this second half.
Yeah, their defense has definitely come to play. Dea's a strength. You know, they deferred in the first half, so you know that's their strength.
Back-to-back series, block punt,
Yep.
turnover on downs. 2nd and 7 for the Creekwood offense as the Red Hawks come out of the huddle, leading 14-6. 2:36 left to go here in the third. Bart Knight is alongside on the left side. Keon Robertson there as well, and then give it to Knight. Looking for blockers. Powers his way for just another handful of yards, trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and I think he did that, but I don't think there's anything else. Maybe give him a yard on the forward progress. And that's what they're going to do to the 44, so it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Good, strong run, but, man, they were ready for it. They
Sure
just met him
was.
in the middle and manned up on him and held him. But he's tough to bring down tonight.
2 minutes and counting here in the third.
He's playing with a little vengeance tonight, Xavier is. Looks
Ball-
good.
Yes, he does. Ball at the 46-yard line, and he's already got the touchdown run of 20 yards that came in the second quarter. 3rd and 4. Man in motion is Elliott. Barton looking, throws it to Elliott, has to come back and get it, and that could have been detrimental to him as he's brought down.
Ooh.
Not near the first down marker. Coming in to make the tackle. The first one is Braylon Bean. He's the running back. Also coming in, Corbin Harris as well. So this is a 4th down and 4.
Yeah,
I'll give him a little more. 4th and 2.
I believe you got to punt this.
I think so too.
Especially
They'll try
since
to
your
draw him
punter
off
is number
sides here.
2.
That's right. As they'll try to draw him off sides here just to see what can happen.
This may be your actual quick kick.
Barton runs down, tries to get them to move. And you can see it. This is designed on 4th and 2 to try to get them to move. Nothing.
I'm surprised they don't call false start with them bobbing that head that hard.
Yeah.
That's deception, and usually that's a penalty.
And they're going to call the timeout. So they tried, but
Delay of
Lewis
game.
County wasn't ball. Oh, the delay of game.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll take the delay of game penalty and punt it away.
Why?
Just,
Man, 5 more yards.
Yeah.
But
now, do you do that in situations where you say, all right, I don't want to take the timeout here?
If you got a 60-yard punter,
Yeah.
but they didn't fool him last time with that going up under center, and that's the only time he's gone up under center.
Right.
Or to try to get him to draw him off.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
He hasn't done anything under center other than try to draw them off sides.
He's going to draw.
So 4th and 7 as he's going to be back. Barton backs up to kick it. And they do have a receiver there. That's Bentley Kelsey.
That's
to
false
receive it.
start.
And that
He
is
was
gonna be
moving toward the line.
Yes, it was. Kelsey's going to make the catch at the 20-yard line. And he's going to start his run to the 25-30, breaks to the standing on his feet to the 35, tries to get to the 40 but can't. Finally brought down by Landon Agosto.
They're going to have to re-kick
But
that.
they're going to have to re-kick it as right.
They're declining.
So declining. So Lewis County is going to decline, and they're going to take the ball at around the 35-yard line. So 21 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and Lewis County will have the ball trailing 14-6. Let's see where they officially spot this after the run. It is going to be at the 36.
That was a great return, but I'm a risk taker. I would have made them kick it
Kick it
again.
again, yeah.
I would have. That was just.
I doubt you'd end up in a worse spot than where you are right there.
Yeah, I have trouble believing that because he kicks the ball low, and so you're out kicking your coverage. So they don't have time to get down there. So he's got a 10-yard cushion on receiving the ball. So you can call it 15. There's no way that he's getting less than that. But coach didn't want to take the chance. He wants to get his offense out there and not waste any more clock because third quarter's ticking down.
So the handoff is to Godfrey as he tries to sweep right side, trying to find that corner and can't. It's good pursuit by the Creekwood defense.
That's the adjustment that was made at halftime. They've stopped that little off tackle give.
Yeah, Jalen Elliott, Nathan Lott coming in to make the tackle. following the pursuit of Micah Godfrey, who the junior running back has really had a nice night, but he's been slowed down here in the second half on a number of carries.
They're causing him to run the bubble, man. And when you got to run the bubble, you get help up to make the tackles. They're doing a good job with that.
All right, injured player on the field. Both teams heading to the sideline. That'll give us a chance to take a quick break. We'll come back as, again, let's keep it right here because we'll take the break at the reverse of the field. So we'll just keep it right here as they tend to the injured Lewis County player on the sideline.
Man, we got 3 young trainers going out there.
So
That young fella's getting plenty of attention.
Is that a Creekwood player? I cannot
It is a
see the
Creekwood
jersey.
player. It is. He's
okay. He's got his legs to me, but his body is shielded in the back. So it is a Creekwood player.
Yeah. And the one I don't see here in the huddle, I don't see Scott. I don't see the Elliott. Yeah, I do too. I see Elliott here.
All right,
Number
so
3.
Landon Agosto is coming back
Agosto.
up. He's got the touchdown earlier.
He was rolling around like breath knocked out type stuff.
Right.
The way he was pounding the ground and stuff, and he was rolling around.
So 6 seconds to go before we go into the final quarter of this ball game tonight. A relatively entertaining game, I would say, for 14-6.
It's been a very enjoyable game.
Yeah.
Both teams, quality football.
Really good.
Some quality football, and really the mistakes have been more based on the other team's defense to me. Look, they've got DeMattis locked up on this kid now.
So
Look,
Bryson McDonald is going to have one more play here in the third quarter, but you're right. DeMattis Henderson is really tight on Kelsey, the receiver, down to the near side.
he's looking at those hips, baby. You don't go anywhere without your hips. Dean Smith, one of the best basketball coaches there ever has been to me. That's what he taught his guys. We look at the hips. Even Shakira said the hips don't lie.
That's right. Hips don't lie. That's
Yeah,
very
man.
true.
So-
All right, that's the end. They didn't get the playoff, so that is the end of the third quarter. We will switch sides. Come back for the fourth. Creekwood leading 14-6. This is the RFC Sports Network.
Third and McEwen.
Welcome back to Creekwood High School. We have now reached the fourth quarter of play. Creekwood on top of Lewis County and a Week 2 matchup between two teams coming in at 1-0. It is 14-6, won 2 touchdowns with Creekwood. Xavier Knight, a 20-yard run in the second quarter. Landon Agosto returning a block punt for a score as well. But this is 2nd and 11 for McDonald, giving it to Godfrey, and Godfrey is wrapped up. Nathan Locke coming in to make the tackle. Austin Barton in there as well as they get no gain and force a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Creekwood has figured out, and there was my young quarterback, Ben Singleton, in there on defense. Like seeing that. But Creekwood's definitely figured out that run game for Lewis County.
So now 3rd and 14 as Creekwood's defense has been fantastic here in the second half. And again, Lewis County's got that big quarterback, Bryson McDonald, 5 touchdown passes last week and a big win against Community. Fumbles this, and now he's looking to throw. He's got an arm, he's got a man, and downfield it's Kelsey, and it's blocked. It gets in.
That's a great
tipped
play.
away by Jaden Elliott, who has coverage for coverage, step to step on Kelsey, and he knocked it away.
What a great leap to jump ahead of the receiver. Great play.
Beautiful timing by Jalen Elliott to knock that one away because he had a man in Kelsey. But instead, it is 4th down, and Bean is going to kick this one away, and Elliott is going to hang out in the back to retrieve this punt.
And if I'm Lewis County's coach, man, I am on number 7 about not trying to high point the ball. You got to quit waiting on the ball to come to you. You got to go up and high point, man.
So Bean to punt it away on 4th down.
Great play, though.
Creekwood will get the ball again here in the second half. Snap, kick is away.
Different punter.
Yeah, different punter. It's
Oh, he
dead.
hit it.
Oh,
It's dead right there.
okay, it's going to be stopped right there.
No, it's dead.
Yeah,
When it hits the kicking
I was
team.
going to say it hit the kicking team.
Yeah, he's dead right there, man.
And you're right. I think it was
What did we get back here, though?
they're picking up some laundry in the back and talking that one over, but nobody's reacting to anything. But you're right. I think it was Kelsey that punted in place of Bean.
Yep.
The officials talking to Houston Thiel on the sideline. And we'll address this flag that occurred around the 30-yard line. That's going to be at the knees.
Illegal chop block.
Leo chop block, and that's going to be declined. So Creekwood is going to take this one right now at the 37-yard line.
You can't go low on a blitz and a backer coming in on that like that.
So the 11:02 here in the fourth quarter, and Creekwood holding on to an 8-point lead. They'll have the ball at the 37 on 1st and 10.
Update on the Dixon County game, 19-2, safety by Columbia Central.
Trips to the near side, lone receiver up top. Knight alongside in the backfield, and Barton under center. Keon Robertson in the slot, 1st and 10. Barton looking now the pitch to Knight. 35-40, gets a burst of speed to the 50-yard line, down the sideline to the 45, to the 43-yard line before he is taken out of bounds. And then a huge run by Xavier Knight.
He's having himself a night, Tony.
He sure is.
Defensively, offensively, he probably hadn't rushed for more than 30 or 40 yards, if that much. But they're quality runs at quality times. I love it, man. I see that young man get to have some success.
Ball is at the 43-yard line, a 1st down for Creekwood, and 1st downs brought to you by Mallard Flooring. Search them on Facebook at Mallard Flooring.
This is the backbreaker here if they drive and score.
Twins on the receiving end, and they hand the ball up
Look at
to
him,
the
take him with him.
40-yard line, carrying Lewis County players with him to the 40 before he's brought down. So a pickup of about 3, strong 3.
Man, I'm telling you, tell he's been in the weight room.
So Knight getting the carry again, 2nd down and 7.
It's about time to do that, though. You're in the fourth quarter. You want to see some time tick off.
Eat some clock and let your defense do its job.
Your quarterback, for whatever reason, he was down at one point. I know he's back in. He's playing offense and defense. It's time to let somebody else do the hard work. And I'd say they're lulling them into being able to hit one of those little passes over the middle again.
Knight alongside on the right side out of the 2nd and 7. Ball at the 40-yard line of Lewis County. 5-man front for the Panthers. Now looking to throw, and it's a high throw, and it's caught by DeMontis Henderson, who misses the tackle and takes it with them past the 1st down marker, and that's another Creekwood 1st down. Great catch and run, and catch and carry, I should even say, because he carried a guy with him to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, man. You're not stopping him with one guy.
At 1st down, another Mallard Flooring 1st down. Dixon County's home for quality carpet and floor coverings for any space. Check out their work on Facebook. Search Mallard Flooring. 9:48 to go. And again, Barton bunched up by the Panthers on that. They're trying to look for the run, and Barton's going to take it with them. Sweeps to the left, tries to get to the 30, does not, because he is met by Drew Ray and company of the Panthers, and that is going to be no gain.
Yeah, the give and the keep both were covered there. Lewis County had them sewn up pretty good right there.
But they keep the clock rolling at 9:22.
I don't understand that spot, though.
Yeah, that's
like he
that's
was
a loss
3
of
or
yards.
4 yards back here.
Yeah, that is only a loss of 1.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 11.
There's been a couple of spots going on here tonight. Hey, but we're here for Creekwood, baby, so we'll take them.
3 receivers to the near side. Trips down low and 1 up top, and that's DeMontis Henderson. Knight is alongside the right side, and back to throw goes Barton. Here comes pressure, but Barton gets it off, and it's high. It's almost intercepted. And almost intercepted by Bean, which would have been his 2nd of the game. The intended receiver, Keon Robertson.
Yeah, Seven's really playing off DeMontis, man. And DeMontis, this was predetermined over here because DeMontis didn't even run a route. That's I'm going to tell you, man, some of these people been watching Josh Heupel enough because his backside receivers, he don't always ask them to run because he wants them rested and ready to go when they got to go.
When they need them.
But that was a good job. 7 just you can stand up like you're not going to run a route, and 7 backs off. You can throw the ball out there real quick. And I think he's going to have trouble tackling DeModest. And he's out there way on the island by himself.
He sure is.
Way out there. I think that's going to be an advantage before it's over with.
And a timeout. Houston Thiel wants to talk this over. Once again, timeouts, and they've been brought to you all season long by Dixon County Equipment, your New Holland dealer. Whether for lawn and garden or construction, Dixon County Equipment has you covered. Go see their excellent service team or give them a call, 615-446-8114. At 615-446-8114. So a timeout out on the field. This is 3rd down and 11 with the ball at the 32-yard line. 8:55 to go here in the 4th quarter, and a good one. 14-6 as Creekwood trying to get some extra cushion on that scoreboard, as they've been doing a very good job tonight of keeping Lewis County's offense in check. Number of stops on 4th down, a block punt, number of different punts, holding them on 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down right here for the Creekwood offense. Down low is Brendan Adams. Tight formation with trips to the high side. And this is Barton with Xavier Knight on to the left. 4-man front for the Panthers. Now the pitch, and they're going to get it right to Keon Robertson, and Robertson gets to the 20-yard line, and then he's taken down, and this is going to be close to the 1st down depending on the spot. But a good little shovel pass to Keon Robertson, and I think that's good enough for a 1st down. We'll see the spot.
He's waving them.
That is 1st down Creekwood, another Mallard flooring 1st down, and it comes on a big 3rd down play.
Great play call by Houston right there. That was worth the timeout, Tony.
Yes, sure was. They've got 1 left, and they keep the clock rolling at 8:34 left to go. You talk about a momentum win. This would be a good one. Knight along to the left. Barton's going to give it to him. He's going to head right now. Cuts back left now, right up the middle, past the 20-yard line, past the 15-yard line, and in deep.
Got about 9 yards on that.
Good run. I was going to say about 8 or 9.
I thought he was
if they spot, they're going to spot this at about the 13-yard line. So that's a good 7-8 yard run.
Look at that, man.
They give him 8, so they take it down to the 12.
Yeah, milk the clock, finish the drive. Milk the clock, finish the drive. Creekwood's taking the game now. The
They
momentum's
sure are.
theirs. The defense for Lewis County's tired.
2nd and 2. Barton once again out of the gun. Knight to the left side, and they're going to give it to Knight again. He's got a little bit of a hole. He plows right through it. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Gets down to close to the 5-yard line before he's taken down, and this is going to set up 1st and goal for Creekwood.
Really running the ball strong tonight.
Yep, another Mallard flooring 1st down. And like you said, this is a great drive. It has been eating up a ton of time, and it has been on the ground solid. They've picked up 1st down after 1st down. They got 1st and goal. The ball spotted at the 6, just outside the 5-yard line.
I'd say we're going to see Barton right here, wouldn't you?
I think so. You got Dalton Groves in the game.
That little run up the middle. I believe that's what I'm looking for right here.
Barton drops it. He's going to have to cover it, and he does. So he immediately fumbles it, but then jumps right on it. But it's a loss. It's going to take him back to about the 12, 13-yard line. So that's a good little chunk of yardage that was lost here. It'll still set up 2nd and goal.
Now, since we didn't see the play, I'm going to say I was right. He was headed up the middle.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Well, I'll give it to
you,
a
Coach.
good, safe play.
That is.
And he faked the hand to Xavier, but I think he caught him on the hips what caused the ball to come loose.
Well, they've gotten Xavier being able to get Keon Robertson on the pitch was able to get down the middle. I think you're right. I think there's been an opening there.
Yeah, Lewis County can't key on anything. That's why it would be open. I mean, if you hadn't noticed, Lewis County really, they're a big gap right in the middle of the field.
They're going to pitch it to Knight. Knight at the 10, stays on his feet, gets down close to the 5 before he's brought down. So he gets back to bound around the 6. It was a pickup of the yardage that they lost on the fumble exchange.
Back to where that's about where they started, wasn't it?
That's right. It was 1st and goal at the 6. Now it's 3rd and goal at the 6.
A lot of personnel changes for this.
Yeah, Groves checking out. Keon Robertson is back in the game. Also into the game is Jack Woodard, the senior.
Yeah. Might be something a little special
we
here,
might
Tony.
have it on 3rd and goal. 6-yard line. They send Brendan Jaden Elliott way out there by himself. Keon Robertson, motion. They're going to fake it. Austin Barton goes up the middle, plows his way close to the goal line. Not quite there. Is going to come up a few yards short, down to about the 3, and it brings up 4th and goal. So this is an interesting decision, Coach. Do you kick this field goal, go up 2 scores?
No, I don't.
Yeah?
Now, I'm not saying Houston won't, but I don't. I don't. I'm trying to put the game out of reach right here. I don't want to score to be able to come back.
I would try this defense. I mean, anything can happen, but with 5 minutes to go, giving up 2 touchdowns is going to hard. But they're going to send Sanchez out there to kick this field goal, and this is going to be a 20-yard attempt, so a short field goal.
I mean, if he makes it, it's a 9-point game.
That's right.
They'll have trouble getting 2 scores. Nice.
And kicked it right through the middle.
Yeah, of course
Brian
I'm kicking
Sanchez.
the field goal,
Why
Tony.
not?
I'm kicking the field goal every time, man.
A 20-yard field goal by Sanchez, and that gives Creekwood a 17-6 lead. And you're right, it's now an 11-point game.
Yeah.
And this is now where, if you're Creekwood's defense, you've got less than 5 minutes just to keep this game in check.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I start taking care of my starters right here too on offense if they get the ball back, and I have a feeling they will. Creekwood's defense is just on it.
This has been a great night.
Yeah.
Look, this again, it's what we were talking about in the pregame show. Look, I never want to knock a program, but Community is not going to give Lewis County the kind of test in the opening game that you want.
No.
So you throw 5 touchdowns, you get everybody some work. It's fine, but this offense does have tremendous playmakers, and they have been held in check.
Yeah, highly contested. Changed their play call in this half. It benefited them for a few minutes, but in the end, man, you got to have more than one receiver, and you got to have more than one run play.
And McDonald has not been able to really go downfield like we were talking about with his arm strength because it's been fantastic coverage by Elliott and the defensive backs.
Yeah, and like I said at the beginning, I really believe we have the edge on speed. I think that's been the benefit.
So the kick
nice
underway, end over end, but it is caught at the 20-yard line. Burst of speed down the sideline, burst up, and taking it to the 45-yard line. And that's where Lewis County is going to start. So, again, they've got 4 minutes and 46 seconds to work with. Sanchez with the 20-yard field goal. And field goals brought to you by Greystone. Book a tee time and learn how to become a member on their website, GreystoneGC.com. And also the kickoff, again, brought to you by Dixon Electric. Dixon Electric lighting up the night with that kickoff. 1st and 10 ball at the 40, so that's where Lewis County will take over. They trail by 11, 17-6 on the Sanchez 20-yard field goal. Bryson McDonald.
I think we're going to see some excitement.
Hands the ball off to Godfrey. Tries to go up the middle. Met and head on was he met by Austin Kremians. He was the first one to make contact, but then a slew of blue jerseys came in after that.
I don't know if that coach is signaling in plays or he's doing a dance over there.
Sam Algen also in there. 2nd and 8, so just a pickup of 2. And the clock rolling at 4:25. We'll have our player of the game immediately afterwards as we'll wrap it up here from Charlotte. Short pass on the far side, Dakota Hull. Dakota Hull, who's had a pretty good night tonight, had a couple of big plays, including one that set them up for the touchdown that was run in by Hull. But he doesn't get much there, and it brings up 3rd down.
Got a flag right here in front of us.
Let's see what that one is.
Lewis
It's going to be on Lewis County. So I think Houston is signaling them to send them back. 3rd down, and I'll say about 6. As the ball is at the 48-yard line. But now they want to chat this one over before they get the snap in. Because Houston is saying, I want to bring them back. That's a false start, and it is on Lewis County.
Yeah, so they're going
and they are going to march him back.
Yeah.
Kept seeing Houston saying, can we bring him back? Bring him back. And then everyone's going to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I'm not sure I would have. And that's me in time.
Looking at the clock?
2nd or 3rd down. That kid's arm, man, I don't know if I want to give him
Yeah.
That's like saying, hey, let's take that penalty on Tom Brady. And this kid's not Tom Brady, but he's got an arm, man. He's got arm talent.
You'd rather give up the down.
I would.
You take the down, not the distance.
Well, then the down they had was like 3rd and 6 or 7. The
Right.
run is not off the table. They're not going to be as aggressive throwing the ball.
Donald throws it, and he has a man, and that is incomplete. Attendant receiver Dakota Hull again. And again, good coverage by the interior there, the coverage team.
I'm puzzled by some of the play calling by Lewis County now because this kid runs well. I don't know why you're not getting him outside the pocket. I know you're trying to throw a quick slant, but, man, they've proven you're not doing that in this game.
Well,
You're 1 for about 8 attempts at that.
that's right. Well, priority one right now is to get either one close to a first down or a first down at third and 11. Throw by McDonald on the run, comes in, makes the catch is made by Kobe Fitchinger, but he's hit immediately. Wow, Dalton Groves. And it just nothing there. There is no anything after the catch.
No.
Dalton Groves on the tackle.
And it does to the 50-yard line, but it brings up fourth in a mid-range distance of about 4 yards.
This is do or die right here, baby.
Yeah, fourth down. This could end it right here. McDonald out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side, and just before the snap, timeout. And that is on Creekwood, and that is going to be their final timeout of the half.
Yeah, you had DeMattis Henderson covering 2 receivers here on our sideline, and he's trying to yell at his teammates, hey, somebody come help me, man.
So timeouts brought to you by Dixon County Equipment, your New Holland dealer, whether for lawn and garden or construction. Dixon County Equipment has you covered. Go see their excellent service team. Give them a call, 615-446-8114.
Going to be important to stay sharp on the coverage here because the only thing can hurt you is a big play.
That's right. If they do get a big play, that's a lot of time left.
Yeah, you let them catch it in front of you, give them 5. I mean, even if they get a first down, the clock's running.
Lewis County does have 2 timeouts remaining, but they're down 2 scores, down 17-6. So, again, big fourth down here. And you're right, Coach. I think this could, with the way Creekwood's offense can run the ball and stay on the ground eating clock, I think they could. This is the play that could end this game.
Yeah, it is. And I think Lewis County knows that too. And that coach probably upset because he had 2 guys on 1 over here, and your quarterback, like they didn't see that quick enough. You got to see that, man.
4th down and 4. Ball at midfield. Man in motion is Hull. And they're going to give it to Hull on a handoff, and Hull does not have any room to go anywhere. And not only is Creekwood going to take it over on 4th downs, they're going to take it over in Lewis County territory. A lot of players. Sam Hines in there. A number of players in. Track down Hull. That is a head-scratching decision.
That is a head-scratcher for sure, man. Matter of fact, I'd probably scratch a bald spot for that.
Right.
I thought he was going to throw the ball.
Me too.
I thought they were giving it to him because he was going to throw the ball, Tony. No, you just took the ball out of your best playmaker's hands.
Yeah.
You took it out of your quarterback's hands. It'd been better if he faked it and rolled right.
So Creekwood is taking over at the 49-yard line of Lewis County, and they've got 3 minutes and 31 seconds of clock to eat, up 17-6. Man in motion is Elliott. As Barton with Knight alongside hands it right off to Knight. Knight gets to the 47, 48-yard line before he's brought down.
Yeah, slipped 22, made his cut.
Knight on the run. Drew on the tackle.
Drew Ray coming in. 3:17 to go. And Lewis County is not calling any timeouts.
No,
I think they're wrapping this one up.
I do too. Great start for Creekwood to start the
2-0.
season. Yeah.
This is a big win. I mean, last year's game, again, very, very hot, close, but felt like Lewis County really dominated a close game. You know, you have those kind of games where you just feel like you weren't really in it, but the scoreboard says otherwise. It was that kind of game, and this one is gone the other way. It's an 11-point win, but you could feel like Creekwood could have even had more than that.
Yeah, it's an 11-point win, but the game was not 11 points close.
No, exactly. And it was the exact opposite of what was down in Hohenwald last year.
And as a coach, Houston gets to go into the locker room and say, hey, look, we lost to Dixon last year. We got that back. We lost to Lewis County last year. We got that back.
Right.
Guys, it's what we want to do right now.
Exactly.
It's all in what you want to do. And your hard work's paying off. You get to go in there and be completely positive and motivational and get them ready, fired up for Pearl Cone because that'll be a contest.
That's going to be a very contest, right? I mean, and that's the kind of way. You could play your best game and still lose to Pearl Cone.
And I'll be listening to you on the app, Tony.
Thank you, my friend, and have a great time. Big run by Barton
Yeah.
as he gets past the yard line down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I'd say we're going to see him down in the ball now.
And this is going to be less than 2 minutes to go. Another Mallard Flooring first down. And like we were saying, this one is going to keep that clock running and just let this one go.
I'll tell you, Mr. Bryan over at Mallard Flooring, I'm glad he doesn't have to lay as much floor as we have yards tonight.
You're right.
Because, buddy, you're going to have to lay some wood down here. Great offensive output. Great run right there by the quarterback to put a nail in it. I'm assuming we're going to see it down, but
Yeah,
we
I
may
do too.
not.
And Barton, again, just a little
They're handed
handoff.
off to Xavier.
Xavier Knight's going to try to sweep, going to be taken down. It's going to take up more clock. That's exactly what they want to do.
Knight with the run.
Timeout.
And they do call a timeout. And again, timeouts. Dixon County Equipment, your New Holland dealer. Give them a call, 615-446-8114. Whether for lawn and garden or construction, Dixon County Equipment has you covered. So we will have our post-game show. It'll be quick. We'll get our player of the game and going to give you a quick scoring wrap-up of this one.
That's not going to be hard, Tony.
No,
Not for me, anyway.
not for me as well. I think we got who that's going to be pretty quickly. He's had a phenomenal game
He
today.
has had a phenomenal. You're right. Phenomenal is an overused word sometimes, but he's had a phenomenal
Phenomenal
game
game.
tonight. He really has. And I'm glad to see that, man. I'm awful proud. I get emotional when I watch my kids play. And I love to see what he's doing.
Well, semantics. This is 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line, but again, just
Second and 7.
Second and
Wonder who's
7.
getting the ball.
Right?
Second and 7
Why
for
not?
7, baby.
Right? That's right.
Let's go direct snap. What the heck?
What the heck? But we said it. You're right. This is a good win. It's a good momentum. It's 2-0. Like I was saying, you could play a great game and still lose to Pearl Cone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this is a great way to start the season with some big roadblocks on the schedule. You've got to take care of what you can take care of, and they did with Dixon County on the road and here at home against Lewis County.
He's going.
And just getting past the 10-yard line, Xavier Knight, but he does get that first down. Mallard Flooring first down as Knight with a minute to go, and Creekwood's going to wrap this one up. And you can see the sidelines, the celebration of the coaches to the players with less than a minute remaining. So next week, have a safe trip, my friend. We're going to be talking to you about have a safe trip.
Yeah,
there. Have a
man.
good time.
I'm so. Most of all, this gentleman, he makes great donations to my football program, but he's just a great friend, and he and his wife, we're going to get to spend the weekend with them. We're looking
great.
forward to that. Plus, you get football, man. Big
That's
Orange
right.
football.
Big Orange football. A good
so I'm
matchup
looking
with
forward.
NC State.
That's going to do it, Tony.
So we'll have Pearl Cone next week. We'll come back. 17-6 is the final score. We'll give you our quick player of the game scoring recap and wrap it up from here from Charlotte. Let's go to 2-0 with an 11-point victory tonight over Lewis County. We'll be back on the RFC Sports Network.
Charlotte, Tennessee tonight. Charlotte, North Carolina next week.
All right.
Charlotte to Charlotte, baby. They're playing a neutral site, of course.
All right.
It's not real.
I can hear that now.
Are we hearing it here or are we hearing it over there?
I'm hearing through the phone, so I can hear the commercial through the phone. But I'm not hearing it back through here. So.
Yeah. No, I'm hearing it a little bit on my headphones now.
Are you?
I am.
Where's the headphones? Headphones
just
are the
a little
top
bit.
one?
Headphones are bottom.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I can hear it now.
Let's see here. Let me get this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to. Yeah, I want
The
to get
night's
that.
over, Tony. We got it, baby. Hey, we got it figured out now. Let's get this thing started. Good ball game, man.
Good ball game. Good fun.
Look, their coach going over and congratulating Xavier. Good ball game.
Nice.
Quality.
Thank you.
Hey, Still upset about the pizza, though. Hey, man, where I'm from, you don't bring if you don't bring for everybody.
Oh, you need some help with that? All right. All right, welcome back to Creekwood, and it's a 17-6 win for the Redhawks over Lewis County. They go to 2-0 with Pearl Cone on the schedule in Nashville next week. All right, Coach, we've been teasing it all day, so why don't we just get it? Xavier Knight had himself a whale of a game tonight, and he is our player of the game.
Yeah, it makes the old man emotional. Look down there and see a former player doing as well as he did, knowing how hard he's worked in season, off season, everything. Great to see him. Brought the vengeance, man, on his tackles, Tony. Brought the vengeance. Great defense. And I think that's what inspired his offense. I really do, man. He really complimented both sides of the ball tonight.
Absolutely. Quick scoring summary. Lewis County got on the scoreboard first in the second quarter. Drew Ray with a 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good, and it gave the Panthers a 6-0 lead. But Creekwood came back, a 20-yard run by Xavier Knight with a extra point good on that one, and it gave Creekwood a 7-6 lead at halftime. In the second half, it was Creekwood. They moved the ball up and down the field. Defense was spectacular. Landon Agosto returned a block punt by Nathan Lott into the end zone. It was a 14-6 game at that point. And then late in the fourth quarter, Sanchez hit a 20-yard field goal that gave them the 11-point cushion that they used to complete the victory tonight, 17-6. I want to thank our crew, and I want to say, Coach, have a safe trip. Enjoy the Tennessee-North Carolina State game next week.
Thank you, Tony.
We will have you going at Pearl Cone next Friday night as the 2-0 Creekwood Redhawks will be heading up to Nashville to take on the Firebirds. Thanks to all of you listening tonight. Thanks to everybody involved in the broadcast. Thanks to both schools for helping us with stats and rosters. I am Tony Desiri. That's Coach Profit, and we are Creekwood High School football on the RFC Sports Network. Have a great night. All right. Good working with you again. Go be seasoned, my brother. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it'll be fun. I want to give you this. You can have that. I got to make them on my computer.
I would have my own by next time too. Like
You want to do your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I can do it. Like.
Okay. I was gonna say you can have this.